Oh my good gracious. Oh my good golly. Yo, Grand Aldo. Hope you're doing okay. I hope you're doing well, man. I hope you're doing well. Also, Thunder, what do you mean I wasn't late? What do you mean? Good God. What do you mean? I have never once been late. A wizard is never late. He arrives precisely when he means to do so. There's something like that, you know? Oh my God, yo, Tyler, Minecraft? I know, right? In the year 2024 of our Lord and Savior, Bingus? There's a deep cut for you. That thing's still around. That dude's still kicking around. Love that guy. I love Bingus. That guy was great. That guy kept me sane for a long time. My God, what a time to be alive. Oh my God, Nap! You need to get the stream! Please! Please, I have 8 minutes left on my laundry! L plus ratio, you know? Yo, do the human outdo. Howdy! Howdy doody there, neighborino. Oh my God. Yes, no gold for Steed. What? Oh my God. Ah! My keyboard! Okay, I said it very calmly. I expect you to be nice about it. Yeah, what do you mean? I read that very calmly. What are you saying? What are you saying? What are you implying here? I read that in a very calm voice. What are you saying? What do you mean? What do you mean? That was a very calm and methodical approach. Hello there. Hi. Oh my God. How you doing, King? Hopefully good. Hopefully good. Hope life's been treating you well. Oh my God. Also, yo, Allie. Hello. I'm Fo. Ooh. Bass. Bass. My favorite haiku. Haiku? 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 Which one is it? It's one of the two. Whichever one's the poetry, not the volleyball boys. The poetry one. I've been on a 48-hour, the boys locked down, no Gotham posting. We are now poggers.
What it do, baby boo?
Yo, Ruba, thank you so much for the prime, dude. What it do indeed. What it do indeed. Haiku. Oh my God. Thank you. I have many abilities. You know that? I have many abilities. I'm a man of many means. Speaking is not one of them. I am not a speaker. I am not I am not a eloquent speaker. That's the word I'm looking for. That's what I'm listen. I never claimed. All right, I never claimed to be the smartest cookie in the drawer. All right. I've never said such a thing. All I've ever claimed to be is pretty. All right. Pretty awesome, that is. Oh, there we go. Oh my God. A greatly elevated Q. Oh boy. Also, I started using British slang because I'm reading so much Hellblazer. Yo, I would say pop off, but that's not really British slang. I feel like 6 out of 10. Another amazing segue. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you. Oh my God. See, some people appreciate the art that goes into the segue. I get given what? A random word and have to figure out how to get into this game with it, huh? It's nighttime still. Oh my God. Maybe I should have waited for that transition before I decided on whether or not to give you. What do you mean? Don't you say so real. Oh my God. What do you mean? You guys know what you're signing up for. You know. Don't you pretend. Oh my God. What are you saying? Are you saying? Are you saying you don't think I'm pretty? What do you mean? Oh my God. The cheddar, Mom. The cheddars are mean to me. Oh my god, the hater energy is here. Oh my god. The inventor of the Segway drove one off a bridge and passed away. You know what? What a way to go. What a way to go. Died how he lived. Lived and died by the Segway. He was segueing into his next life, you know? The caffeine is present today, huh? What do you mean? What do you mean, huh? What are you saying? No? Jeez. Caffeine. Man, I don't know if it's better or worse that this is just how I naturally am. I was miffed. I was befuddled all day because I didn't have my coffee. I mean, I did. I made it. I poured it into the travel mug. It was ready to go. And then I left it on the counter. And I didn't even realize till I was like halfway. Oh my God. And I wasn't gonna turn around. That would have been ridiculous. Oh my God, it was the worst day of my life is what I'm saying. I was there and I had nothing and no one, and I may or may not have stopped in to to a coffee shop just to get a whiff, because I was like, I can't take the time. I can't take the time to wait in this line. But let me just get the smell of coffee, and then I'm like, that's good enough. I was like that one. I was like Mickey Mouse in Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck in war-torn Germany. Canonically speaking, that is, which there is a cartoon of that. So it's a whole thing. And you know, they have but one bean on a string that they each dunk once into their cup of water. And that's their coffee. Good old propaganda films. My God. Powerful stuff. Powerful stuff. Do you know Donald Duck is a sergeant in the Navy? Like, not even a like, you actually have to request his military records if you want to see them. That's bonkers. I don't know if I love it or hate it. I don't know if that's good or bad. My God. He was trying to avoid a pedestrian. Oh my God. As if you'd tell your mom about, based. True, actually. Based and true. A deep understanding of the inner workings of Napoleon right there. The worst part of The Boys is that it's super anti-capitalist poggers, but made by Amazon somehow. Well, it is a little weird when you think about it that the guy who owns Amazon has made two shows that are both very anti, like, the Superman archetype of hero, and he's bald and worth a lot of money. And I'm not saying he's Lex Luthor. I'm not saying that he's Lex Luthor. I'm just saying that he's doing a lot of Lex Luthorian things, you know? He is launching a large propaganda campaign against the idea of having a Superman. He's funding a lot of stuff like that. I'm just saying. Oh my God. Yo, Pippa! Ow, dude. Oh my God. Gosh darn it, Nap. Now I have to go get my laundry. You're coming with me. Please. No, I need to stream. I don't wanna. Fine. Oh my God. This is great. Did you drink it when you get back? No. No, I didn't. It's actually still in a thermos out there, and I'm too sad to deal with it right now, and so I just didn't. You happy now? Are you happy now? You know my shame. You know my shame that I returned home and left it on the counter and did not do anything with it because I was like, oh man, and I just felt sad. Just a waste of coffee. Nah, it'll probably still be warm after stream. I'll probably have it after that. That thermos is crazy, dude. It, like, things that I pour in there in at 7 a.m. will still be scalding hot at like 3 p.m. I don't know what they put in that thing. Probably a vacuum sealed space between two parts of metal, but I don't know what they put in that thing. probably that. Once again, that's kind of how thermoses work. But it's crazy at what it does. So, it'll still be good. It'll still be good. I have coffee maybe once a week. I do, however, drink tea multiple times a day. Okay, yes, of course. British, innit? Did you know Donald Duck no, he had a dream where a nightmare. He had a nightmare where he was one, and then he wakes up, and he's not. He's happy and safe in the good old U.S. of A. He'd actually be in New York because he's in front of the Statue of Liberty, but that's a whole side thing. I don't know where he would be because that's not like anywhere close to like an apartment building, so I don't know why he would anyway. But so the space scene of that cartoon was not super canonical, but you know. Dave Bezos needs to put down the pump because the lip filler is starting to migrate. What? Oh my god. No, it wasn't. He dreamed it was. Yeah, see, MJ gets it. I have not seen your Minecraft world. What are you working on? Oh, so this right here is it's a long-standing project of a greenhouse, but the whole world in general, which actually I have to go back over to the sorting area for today anyway. So we'll do that. We'll do a quick round. But this is the hardcore world, which is a long-standing world that I've had. It's going on 2.5 years now, and it's thank you. Yes, you're too kind. Thank you. I love that there's just applause in one song. But yeah, so this is the hardcore world, which I've been building the city of the Ageless Empire in for the last little bit. It's kept low key because it's quote unquote story driven, and because of that, I don't advance very fast, intentionally so. Like I haven't gone to the end or anything, so I don't have elytras and stuff like that, or shulks and stuff like that. So it's a bit slow going, but it's fun. I've enjoyed it. It's been a good time. On the windowsill, I thought, is it? Oh, that's weird. Up there's the castle that I made the bright decision to make out of quartz, which has also been an impeding factor. I probably should not have chosen quartz as my block of choice. I'll be real with you. Not the best of ideas. Turns out, not a great block to like make. Same with copper. I build with a lot of copper and quartz. Neither of these things are like replicable, you know what I mean? Like I guess I could set up a drowned farm, but like even then it's covered in a layer of green lint. Why? Were you washing like a leprechaun's clothes? Like what do you mean? Why are they all covered in green lint? Were you washing the capes of Frodo Baggins? What do you mean? This is over there's the industrial district, which has a lot of all the redstone farms that I've built, which have not been a lot, because one, I'm not good with redstone, but two, one, I'm not good with redstone, and two, I for the first 1.5 years, I didn't build any because I was like, no, how would I know how to do that? You know? This is the automatic sorter that I'm working on. I have a thermos like that. I have tea in the car while there's -degree Fahrenheit. Multiple days, it's somehow still room temp when I got. Isn't it crazy? Oh my god. And then does 50 other projects before finishing the first. Listen. I'm a distractible man. It's not my fault. Everything's just fun. Everything's fun, and I like fun. Make brain go burr, you know? What's the lore? Why not build a quartz farm? Well, you see. Okay, so for the lore in general, overarching wise, it's a story built out from the idea of someone playing through Minecraft for the first time. So like I haven't fought the Wither because I don't know what a Wither is yet. And so on and so forth. There's ways to learn things. For instance, I couldn't go to the Nether until I found like 3 nether portal ruins, because then it's like, oh, it keeps trying to make this same kind of rectangle shape with obsidian, and they always have flint and steel in the chests. I wonder what that's about. Similarly, can't cure a zombie villager till I find like an igloo basement that teaches you how to do that. So that's kind of like the beginnings of the lore, and so it's basically just is a one version of what would be a story of Minecraft, which is going from humble beginnings onwards. it's then become interweaved with my own flair of story, which is because my name was Napoleon VII. Chat came up with the great idea of, well, were there prior Napoleons in this world? And I was like, hello, interesting idea, interesting story, narrative, duality of the self. I love it. And so I explore things. I like to explore themes of things like duality of self, stuff like that. I do some off-camera lore builds, which are dangerous because if I die doing them, I lose the hardcore world. Off screen, which is not the best, but you know, it seems fun. And so I'll do those occasionally. So I'll build like ancient runes and temples to like gods and stuff like that I can find that can help me fill in bits of how to figure things out. Because some things, like for instance in Eye of Ender, you're just never gonna figure out on your own. So it's been about trying to figure out how to like have that happen. So some ways there's involving like cleric villagers who maybe have more knowledge of magic and stuff like that, you know? But yeah, I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of like the gist. As to why I haven't built a quartz farm, I wouldn't know how. You know what I mean? Like how would I know? You know? I have a giant green fluffy blanket I decided to wash because I have been sick the entire weekend. Ah! Well, that would make sense then, of course. Well, then of course everything's covered in. Yeah, Nap, we know what you are. What does that even mean? I've come to the conclusion that if Nap had a catchphrase, it'd be, what do you mean? That's the catchphrase? That's iconic. I love that. That's the catchphrase? I start every stream with hello, 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 and then as well as how's life, how's the wife, how's the kids, as well as you are or I'll do. I got way more. Nap, guess what? What? Nap, guess what happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? What? Oh, did your blanket ruin everything? Oh no, did the blanket ruin everything? And those voices canonically screaming. Oh yes, also we canonized the chat as gods of this world. Because, you know, it kind of explains, if your boy's the one guy who can, like, build things, demigod status seemed like a good route to go. So we did that as well. What does that mean? Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? Oh, got it. Oh, my... Okay, yeah, I guess that's another one. My favorite Nap Tetra. What happened? Listen, it's... I said it once in class, and I left. I left. I said that once, and I left. Mind you, it was like it was an online course, so it was a lot easier. I just turned off my computer and I was like, well, bye. I'm not staying in this. Nope. Oh man, but it's not my fault. Oh my god. If we were to count the amount of times per stream you show, what do you mean? Compared to how many times you said that, I know what I'd bet my money on. Oh, fair. Well, that's just because you guys say things and I have to inquire. You know, I have to better understand what it is you are inferring. You see, that is what I'm getting at, nothing else. That for now. Nap, oh my god. What? You what? And like that. Perfect. Rant. Enjoy that. They sound like buzzkills. So if building things makes you a demigod, does that make Endermen demigods or demons or spirits? That's an excellent question, because we've been trying to figure that out. Because I'm very confused by this one group. It's able to like teleport and shunt around. Some of them are chill until they start staring at you. They all kind of hang around the soul tree for some reason, which the soul tree is here, what is it? Oh no, I don't need sleep. It's pretty good. Here, I'll go to the soul tree, which is one of my favorite builds that we've done. You can't mention demigods and then not build Camp Half-Blood / Wildberry Farm. What do you think all of over there is for? Oh my god. The leaving class thing. What? You've never done something just absolutely embarrassed yourself and left class? That's just me? You've never just absolutely ruined your social standing and left class instantly? Well, then I pity you. I was traveling a while ago and I saw a truck with the words "God bless Nap" plastered on the side of it. God bless me indeed. Those people knew what's up, you know. Those people, they understood. Or they like Titus, Percy Jackson, Titus. What am I saying? Tyson. That built Camp Half Blood. It'll be finished before the show is. Got my media mixed up. Can't do that. See, there's the soul tree. It's up there. I do want to build out this forest more. We started the forest surrounding it, and I guess we kind of abandoned it a little bit. Not really, but yeah. I need to add soul lanterns more to it and the like. But yeah, great big soul tree. It's very fun, and right below it is one of the lore builds, actually, down deep into the earth, which is an ancient structure that we found. But yeah. Nap, I go to the private college with like 30 kids per bags of 4 abstracts before we're automatically dropped for the class. I can't skip if I wanted to, and I want to. Do not skip class. True. Don't skip class. It's bad for you. What I did was remove myself from a situation due to social faux pas, which is different from skipping class. I would never intentionally skip class, but also that's crazy. What do you mean? You go to a what? My brother, you're paying them to be there, and they say, yeah, but if you don't show up and just give us the money anyway, we'll make you leave. What? My makeup class on Friday, only after my professor directly told that he wouldn't mark me absent and please leave and take care of myself because I'm dying. Oh my god. That's actually bonkers. That's genuinely unhinged. You're paying to be there. Why would they care if you didn't show up? I skip class all the time. What? Don't do that. It's bad for you. It'll, I don't know, rot your teeth or something. As you see, class is inherently and intrinsically linked to dental care. That's what they don't tell you. What they refuse to elaborate on is how important classwork is to your dental health. I would have sat through the entire class stick if I didn't ask. Oh my god. MJ! You gotta take care of yourself, King. You can't just, like, not. Also, private college, money hungry. Yeah, but that's why it's counterintuitive. They're money hungry, but you would literally be saving them, like, giving them money so they wouldn't lose money by you not showing up. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, it's more likely to cause you to fail, and that's more likely to mean that you'll have to retake a course. Like, it just seems insane that they would want to ensure that you make it to class. Can we name the Poggers?
AWH, look at these QTS.
Oh my god! Is that KTB? Oh my good gracious, how you doing, King? Hopefully good, hopefully good. Thank you so much for 32 months, dude. Holy, time flies. 32 months already. God, I'm old. God, I'm decrepit. Oh my lord. What if Endermen are builders who built the ruined temples and city, who for some reason had to hide the end and mother into what we see today? I like the theory. I actually like the theory. See, that's the thing. One of my favorite parts about this world is that we have a bunch of running theories, and different theories influence what I end up making it be all the time. So I highly enjoy it when people suggest different theories. Because well, also, yeah, I guess if you're not familiar, how this all started was your boy originally started with just TikToks about Minecraft lore because I may or may not have a bit of a what's the word I'm looking for? Hyperfixation, that's the word I'm looking for, on the topic of Minecraft and its lore. But that's, you know, it happens. Yo, Tiger! Howdy chat, howdy lurkers, howdy bod watchers, howdy nap, how dude, sorry I'm late, no worries, King. I hope you're doing well. I hope you've been sleeping well, dude. Was just about to give me your mod slide. Brother, I never said, oh my god. He kept promising me at every stream, today's the day. You're being stinky. Oh my god. And Stick, and I'm out of sleep right now, but hey, I'm off work, so that's good. You're sitting, no! Why is everyone getting sick? What happened? Why? Skipping class didn't prove detrimental for me, King. I did very well in the end. Look at me, I'm Roomba, and I'm intelligent. Which is somehow an insult in this scenario, yeah! Oh god, I love it here. Alright, how far over does that gotta be? Alright, let me just... Actually, do I want to work on this one today? Or do I want to work on... This will take a while, so maybe I will work on this later. Just because of the sheer fact that this is complex. Yeah, maybe I want to actually get somewheres with the greenhouse. No, I did say that I would have this finished before the end of January. Huh. And I still will. There's lots of time. Yippee! You say a lot of things. You listen here. I may say a lot of things, but they're all true. Oh my god. What happened? Winter happens every year. Winter, that's actually an old wives' tale, and the cold does not actually make you sick. So, I mean, working at the airport, what I do, always go to Dries. How gross it was until after I started working there. Ooh, true. Can't find my gosh darn drawing tablet pen. Pretty important at art school. I would imagine that would factor in. Sleeping, I am sleeping especially well since I found my heating pad. Yo! Ever seen a cat on a heating pad? It me. So you would say you are like a tiger. Oh my god. State of living is one of the worst for flu, like statistically right now. Oh my god. Nap, you say a lot of things. Nap, you say a lot of things. Me. Look at me. I saw your YouTube short on Recovery Compass, but didn't actually join your Twitch until Killer brought me here. Just at gunpoint? What do you mean? Also, wait, that's sick. You saw the YouTube show? I always forget that I put those out. See, for whatever reason, I never focused on YouTube shorts. I think it was because I was always I had 3 different people who were who will remain nameless because I think they still make content, but they were people who were really come on, dude, you gotta grow your numbers. I was like, okay. And it was an odd crowd, you know. It's just one of those things. I don't know if you can tell this about your boy. Rise and grind is not exactly my my mindset on most things. But anyway, so I kind of stayed away from them because they were so, oh, remember the algorithm's important, and I was like, oh, but who knows? Maybe I'll go back to them someday. They're fun to make because TikToks are fun to make. You know what I mean? Dab, I am incredibly sick right now. Stick of your nonsense! Get to work! You heard him. I'm 1930s steam whistle angry. Oh man, I still feel like I've wanted to do for the last like little while a Minecraft series, like a TikTok series on Minecraft. Ever since they released that like D&D crossover with like, oh, here's the stats for like a creeper and stuff like that. I've wanted to do like a bunch of shorts of just building out a short little campaign with it, just because I think that'd be cool, and then put it out like a PDF for anybody who ever wanted it. But I don't know. I think I will someday. I just don't know when. Because it sounded like it feels like it'd be a cool idea. You know what I mean? But also, I don't want to just remake Minecraft story mode. You know what I mean? Like, which barely happens here, but this weekend was a wind chill advisory and kept ending up outside every single day during it. Tell you TikTok about Minecraft lore when they first started blowing up. Man, that would be 20. Because yeah, Tyler, you showed up in like May of 2021, which is like, good God, that was so early on. I think, yeah, you, Tiger, MJ, I think Gellered was there. Killer came pretty soon after. I always thought it'd be cool to do Minecraft D&D campaign. Yeah, see, because Minecraft mobs D&D sheep books. Yeah. This reminds me of that. Yeah, it does have that feel. I'm very big on D&D, so a lot of what I build is built into those feel. I mean, like, the lore books literally go into they'll remind me when I'm back up there, and I'll grab one to show you. But it's literally looking at like, we're finding the Ocularium is the current location to find, and there's arcane consulates and the like. Because I love the idea that Minecraft is a world after a massive cataclysmic event. You know what I mean? Like, I love exploring the idea that massive cataclysm befell this world, and that's why it's all awash now. And maybe there used to be a period of like great sky cities and all these other things. Like the end ships alone seem like they were some sort of spatial traveling ship, but that's just so cool. I actually enjoyed story mode. Oh, I should refer. I'm not saying story mode was bad. I'm saying I don't want to just remake Minecraft story mode. You know what I mean? I think you'd get close to copying Dungeons as story mode. Yeah, probably, but I've never played that one, so I wouldn't know. I mean, in fairness, I didn't play story mode either. I just watched Dan's News play it. I don't even think makes YouTube content anymore, but that's besides. Oh, I was going to make stairs. I was like, why did I turn back? D&D does not have Captain Sparkles. True. Grab your pick, shovel, and torch again. I'm an OG. Look at my founder's badge. I saw an opportunity and I stole it. The sky of the sheep was up for grabs, so I took it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I must apologize. Don't steal my Minecraft D&D. I was gonna live stream a campaign based on that. And you should tell Bimbo about the Titanic. Ooh, yeah, that one's really good. I like that campaign a lot. That's been a really fun one. The I mean, technically that's not D&D. It's Call of Cthulhu. But what I ran for my friends, though we never got to finish it, was a campaign set in Cherbourg, France, in 1912. And it starts off as a mystery where they eventually, I mean, they had the chance to end it like really early on and not have to find another way to get this to work out, but they fail to heist what they need to from a German industrialist who's on his way to America. And he stole a tablet and whatever, an ancient powerful tablet, yada yada yada, MacGuffin, and then what this leads to is them getting smuggled onto, they get smuggled onto the ship that he's taking, And then they don't realize, unless they connect the dots, that, oh, it's 1912. But most people wouldn't, and seemingly never did, connect the dots that it's 1912, because most people also think of the Titanic as having left from Ireland, but they board the Royal Mail ship that's leaving for the New World, which once they eventually, at the end of that session, they got to the top of the deck after the ship had departed, and they can see one of the life preservers, which is the RMS Titanic, which for me was fantastic. Like, I love that reveal because the player knows what the Titanic is. The player knows, oh, this thing's gonna go down, but they don't off top of their head. They won't know when. The character certainly doesn't know it's meant to happen, so they can't meta it. And then also, they don't know if their actions will change that, if they can save the ship, if that's a fixed point in time. Maybe it wasn't an iceberg that took down the Titanic in this world. Who knows? So it's such an easily opened can of worms for a really cool Call of Cthulhu campaign. I am very excited to. I want to keep running that. But man, it's been like half a year. I don't know. I'd need to give them a refresher if we did. It's one of those things. People get busy, you know. But man, when it was going, it was great. You know what I mean? He got us all excited that one of his group has got kids. Yeah, that's true too. But they're gone now. We got a session in without them too. So like, you know, it's just a matter of like, is it tainted enough that we won't return to it? You know what I mean? It's just a matter of like, ooh, can we salvage this? Or does it just remind them of that person? You know what I mean? Adding Captain Sparkles to D&D. Yeah, but who's your new D&D character? He was a captain in the military at one point. Oh yeah. And what's his name? Well, his name is Les, but he goes by Spark, and sometimes that gets combined to be Sparklez. Oh, okay. So you're Captain Sparklez. Yeah, that's what I am. Don't worry about it. What would Captain Sparkle's stat block look like? Captain Sparkle's stat block? Fighter, easily. Maybe a monk, but probably fighter. Fighter, and he would probably be a battle master. That'd be my guess. Yeah, fighter, battle master. Maybe champion? Maybe. Probably the worst pun I've heard of you so far, Dep. Technically it's a play on words and not a pun. So, you're wrong. Oh my god. My favorite Titanic fact is that the only reason it sank was shoddy craftsmanship. Wasn't it also just the fact that like the steel that was used was not tested for that type of cold of water? Like it was tested in the Mediterranean where it worked really well, and that's why people were like, oh, it's indestructible. Which they, like, the company never said they had an unsinkable ship. It was the press that said that. But then that also, and it was also another, like, it was also only as bad as it was due to just a litany of errors on the part of the crew and the like. In fact, there's one man, I forget his name off the top of my head. There's one guy who was operating the wire, who would get messages and stuff like that, where another ship tried to warn them that icebergs were around, and he like got angry and told them to, you know, to heck off, because he was trying to send all the rich people's messages out. They were going to be mad at him if he didn't get it done before dinner. And so he's doing all that, and so he doesn't listen to them, and because of that he pissed them off, and so they turned off their radio. So the only ship nearby that could have shown up and had the capacity to save pretty well everyone did not, because they were no longer able to be contacted, and the origin starts with him not listening. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's all a big mess. My favorite trope is the travel stories is when people try to stop an event from happening only to find that their actions to try to stop said event are what caused the event to happen in the first place. Oh, that's so bitter though. That's so bitter. Cool. I'm currently running a D&D 1940 noir campaign. Ooh, set in New York. Why would you choose a place like that? Where the old god under the city and they don't know it yet. Ooh, that's sick. That's sick. You're the most devious man in New York City. He's so subtle. What do you mean? Me being from the grand old land of Nunavut. I'm just dead set against such big city life, you know? I don't see why that's I don't see how that's a problem. I think that's perfectly reasonable. Probably the worst thing to come out of your mouth, period. No, there's probably been worse. No, there's probably been worse. You forget a lot of my puns. You forget a lot of them are far more groan worthy than that. So the sinking of the Titanic was really just an IRL miscommunication trope. I mean, that's not the only reason. Like, the captain was also going unreasonably fast because they were trying to break a record. The cold had affected the metal in a way that they didn't know that it possibly could. Oh god, there's a number of other stuff too. Like, because all this comes out through the hearings afterwards, because it was a massive investigation. But yeah. If Edward was here, but he isn't, is he? L plus the ratio. Yo, Dudgeon, how do? How you doing today? I'm doing fantastic, dude. How you doing? Hopefully good. Hope life's treating you well. How's life? How's the wife? How's the kids? You're mistaken. Bermuda is simply within Nunavut. It's Bermuda is inside of it, you see. It's I understand. It's a complicated series of things. Yeah, but secretly, yeah, this whole time that's where I've been from. I mean, just last stream Worm happened. That was pretty bad. I was relating to the kids. What do you mean? I was going, hello, youth of today. I understand the lingo. You know? Oh man. Actually, oh my god. That reminds me of okay, so listen, I'm not gonna go into detail, but like, so I have job that occasionally that occasionally has me interact with boomers, and I say occasionally, like a lot, like just an excessive amount. I really dislike it, but you know, alas, savvy, that's life, baby. But like, the craziest thing to me is things will come up where like a decision needs to be made, or like understanding of like, oh well, how do we get this done, and they'll ask me. And the other day I was in like, they were like, all right, Nap, well, what should we do? What do you mean? Why are you looking at me, my brother in Christ? What do you mean? Like, you are the responsible one here. Why are you talking to me about this? Oh my god, dude's like 50. Like, brother, you are double my age. Like, what do you mean? You are like a gajillion years old. My god. Dude's like 50 at least. He's like 48. And I'm like, you're pushing it, dude. You're not 58? No, I'm 1008. I'm 1003. Don't say someone who's 50 is double your age. Well, he's more than. Don't say someone who's double your age. Well, 50 would be more than double. Like, that's. Why, like. I don't think that gives you what you think it gives you. But all right. Because that gives people a range of. Well, no, I tell everybody I'm 58 years old, and that's all you need to worry about. When you think of how old I am, just think 58, and that's it. That's all you need to think about. 58. I'm just a PR person. Oh my god. Chatters, listen, you guys are aware of like the rough idea. When yes, on the one hand, all I'm gonna ever tell you is Age University, but like at the same time, I'm pretty sure that gives you a rough idea. You've watched me for 3 years now. I've streamed, so you know math exists. Like. You have a rough idea that I'm 58 so far as any of you are concerned. But roughly speaking, streaming wise could have been, you know, anywhere from, it wasn't, but could have been anywhere from like 16 to 30. You know what I mean? Like it could have been anywhere within that 15-year period. Having 45 is more than double. But maybe I'm just bad at math. Maybe I'm a gajillion years old. You don't know. Carter, you're the one hiding on just Oh my god. You're so right, King. I am simply trying to not be paranoid about it right now. My zoology teacher went to college till he was in his 40s. Sick, actually. That's kind of based. Genuinely, like I mean, yeah, I like that's kind of why I use that as like, yeah. Who knows? Maybe I am 50. I want you guys to think of it that way because you don't know me. You don't know, like, and I know that, but like, I know that you know that, but I use that because I don't think it's a great idea for. How do I phrase this? I think it's probably a better idea to have an audience that presumes I'm like a gajillion years old than it is to be like the reverse. You know what I mean? Because being 13 is not the case! Oh my god. Yeah, don't include me in that. As far as any of you are concerned, I'm a 58-year-old denier and a 13-year-old truther. Oh my god, I could be 58. Honestly, just want to say, you and 2 other streamers got me to the point where I want to stream. Thank you for that. Oh, dude, that's great, dude. I highly recommend it. It's big fun. It's big fun. Still in type. That's it. That's it. We're fighting. We're fighting. What do you mean? What do you mean? You can't just come in here from the top rope and just absolutely haymaker me. What do you mean? Brother. Oh my god. What part of, like, why is it so hard to accept? Why can't I say I'm 58 and everybody goes, yes, so true, King. Why ain't that a possibility? Why can't I be like, guys, I'm 58 years old, and you guys go, wow, nice job, Peepaw. Good lord. There's a 28-year-old, my classmate now. I was in a group for a few years with a guy, and he was like, in his late 30s, Yeah, see, so it's possible. Nap's an immortal time traveler, desperately trying to remember his age and what age he's told us. So true, so base. Oh my god, I didn't know babies could go to you. Thanks thanks for coming out, everybody. It's been fun. It's been a good time. You listen here. I'll get you. I swear to God. Oh my God. What was that game called? What was it? Is it Getting Over It? No, what was the game called? It Takes Two. Play It Takes Two again, pal. I'll pin you down with the nail. Just. I was so sick with that nail. It was unbelievable. You guys should have seen me. I was so powerful, so potent. The way that you are. Huh? Naps, you're 13, you can't fool. I'm going to scream. Nap, when he learns his audience has free will, they do not! The laws of time will obey me! I am Time Lord Victorious, and the laws of time are mine! They will obey me! That's a little Doctor Who reference there for you, for all you youngins. No. Because you sounded act like 13. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Not the whole 15 versus 13-year-old debate just thinking of the villain from Spy Kids 4. Brother, what? I never saw Spy Kids 4. I never saw it. Oh my God. Making sense. I mean, yeah, people are allowed to guess. I'm just not gonna answer. But yeah, no, anybody can always, lots of people have tossed out guesses. I just never answered. But he's not gonna answer. MJ knows me so well. MJ knows me so well at this point. What season of Doctor Who is that? Because I don't remember. Well, it's the 10th Doctor. I know what episode it is. But I don't know if you've been to it yet, so I'm not gonna mention it exactly what episode it happens in, but it's a tenet. You sound a little young out here talking like I'm 11, so shut the frick up. Oh my God. I'm on the 12th Doctor. Oh, well, in that case, it's the one where he's with on the moon, innit? On the moon. Yeah. Or Mars. Sorry, it's either Mars or it's the moon. But he's there and he's saving the people that he wasn't meant to save. You know what I mean? I think that's on the. I guess is 2122 based on certain passing comments you've made in the past. Intriguing, because it's actually 1003. You fool! Not the moon, it's Mars, the water on Mars. Water on Mars, that'd be the one. Well, yeah, he basically, because the reason he's saying it is because it's a fixed point in time. And so he's like, yeah, I'm not able to save these people. But then he's like, you know what? It's time that I start realizing that I'm the last Time Lord, and the laws of time are mine, and they will obey me. So like he's deciding to decide who gets to live. And then he goes down afterwards, and then he's like, yeah, that was good. That was great. And then the lady's like, no one should have that power. And he's like, tough. Time Lord Victorious. That's me, baby. I'm Baba Booey. But I don't think he says Baba Booey. That might not be what he said. He probably immediately regrets it. Yeah, which is a shame. I kind of wanted to see him go for like a 3-episode tirade like that. I kind of really wanted to see him get like 3 solid episodes of just being like devil may care, like I am a god and I can do these things, and then have to deal with all the ramifications. You know? Wait, Nap, did you do my house? I did not do those hydrates, actually. That is my bad. Also, 18. You got it, boss. Joke number 18. What is white, lives in the Himalayas, and lays eggs? The abominable snow chicken. Whoa! Stupid. Oh my god. Well, you know, they can't all be winners, you know? In fact, most of them aren't. Is that a joke? What do you mean, is that a joke? That is the funniest thing you've ever heard! Or two concepts combined. Do you guys ever see that old... Do you guys ever see that old, I think it was like a robot chicken thing. It was like they redid an episode of like Law and Order, but it was all chickens. And so it was like them before the judge, and one of the chickens just kept going like... Like as he's presenting evidence. Oh my god, I loved it. Listen, I was reminded in that moment and it needed to come out of me. It was being ripped from me. No! Akira, leave me alone. I thought I heard Devil May Cry and my ears perked up like the dog from Up when it sees a squirrel. Hello, my name Doug. Are you my friend? Good old Doug. Love that guy. The answer is actually you, Nap. Nap, your age is showing. No one here watched Robot Chicken. Wait, what? None of you watched Robot Chicken? This is like my favorite. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, you mean when it was airing? Okay, in fairness, I didn't get to see it when it was airing either. But that stuff came out like... I don't know why you believed that. Yeah, I was like... I'm pretty sure Robot Chicken's still on also. Like... I watched the clips on YouTube. Yeah, like a respectable member of society. Exactly. I can't imagine anybody like not consuming at least some form of Robot Chicken versus or on YouTube ever. That's like what that's like half of what like you get started with on YouTube. I feel like it when you first open YouTube, it'll show you a bunch of like late night hosts, Robot Chicken, usually one of the Paul brothers or some other such hype house type deal, and probably like Cinema Sins, because that's typically the jump off for like a lot of its pipeline into a lot of other bad stuff. But you know, I have deep-seated problems with Cinema Sins. I really do. Thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Why is there Offstetter circle of torches? What do you mean? What, this? This? I think I was making a point and I forget what it was. I forget what point I was making. It was probably something to MJ. It was I was making a point with these. I was like diagramming something and I forget what. But they're not important. Mad Robot Chicken. I don't think I've ever seen Mad. Is Mad even still a thing? Didn't that was like a show in the 90s, dude? What? I don't think I've ever seen an episode of Mad. I think I've seen Mad like referenced, but I don't think I've ever. Good God. The Smite torches. That's That's what it was. It was a diagram for Smite. Of course, and that's why they were uneven, because one's the long lanes and one's the short. You're so right, King. That's exactly what it was. I was watching Robot Chicken, my YouTube's, one second. No, I disagree. Mad always had too much gross humor. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of their, because I think they had, like, I feel like I was in, like, a Walmart or something, and they had a bunch of the magazines. My YouTube page is mostly cosplay of crossbows. I mean, like, once YouTube knows what you want, it won't be that. But, like, I feel anyone, when you first make an account, like, that's one of the things that's listed for you. I was watching the Robot Chicken clips on YouTube way before the Paul brothers were a thing. Okay, yeah, well, yeah, I didn't have YouTube before the Paul brothers were a thing, so, like, what? Oh my god. Probably, I was a child when it came out on Cartoon Network. Yo, that's it. I'll do. Thought Ruba was joking. Unbelievable. That Smite worked, and he made the diagram to show Conquest map layout. Yeah. Who was that? Now I forget. I feel bad. I remember distinctly explaining it to somebody. I don't know who. All that's coming to mind is Ice, but like, he wouldn't need it. He understands Smite. He's played Smite. I remember he came into stream right before Christmas. I remember some of you absolute no faith. At least two of you went, oh, I thought Nap was joking that he knew you. Like, I was like, what? I remember being gobsmacked. At least two of you went like, wait, you actually do know iced coffee? I thought you were joking. Like, I was shocked. I was like, guys, why would I make that up? Why? For what reason? Oh my god. What's Smite? Well, you see, I built the diagram all over again. Oh man. A wee bit of headache. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So I might not chat much. No worries. I'm gonna listen to the sweet sounds of stream. Yeah, the sweet sounds. I go like, yeah. I'm gonna play Smite. You know what? I don't want you to explain it to me. You don't want my explanation? But that's like a quarter of my brand. A quarter of my brand is explaining things that nobody asked me to explain. Just look at the Mr. Fox video. That's the brand. I still don't think I will ever love comments more than the comments that were like, I can't believe a Minecraft YouTuber made this, and I'm like, what? Like, for whatever reason, that's the funniest thing. And I'll still like occasionally get a ping about like another comment, and it'll just be like, brother, you know, I'll be like, what? Why is that so shocking? I was shocked the first time age ago when he first appeared. Now he's just a cool guest cameo base. Yo, Joe Wilder, Ale Thunder Rag. Joe Wilder, Sale. Anyway, thank you for the follow. I think I butchered your name. I've never played Smite, and I'd like to be explained. That confirmed man's player? No. I'm just condescending. There's a difference. It doesn't come from a place of sex. It's just condescension. I'm kidding. No, guys, I'm just arrogant. It's very different. It's a very different thing. Oh my god. It's just a picture of Nap shows up, but it's just this. It's just What if in that moment 7 creepers descended on me and I just blew up right then? And they waited. They waited and they took their moment. They were like, my God, he's finally, he's not protected. Go, go, go. I actually rewatched the Mr. Fox video yesterday. It was really good. Oh, thanks, dude. I appreciate it. That's genuinely such a compliment. Like the amount of people who have like commented or mentioned that like they've rewatched it, like that's what blows my mind. It's like I don't think there's a kinder thing that could be said. Like that's so nice that like it was considered like deemed like worth watching again. You know what I mean? Snap about to go comment on your fuck me say, oh my God, I can't believe you can make a video game. What? No, I meant video essay. No, you gotta tell them I can make a video game. You said it. No takesy backsies. Them's the rules. I like people explaining things to me because I'm just too scared to ask people a lot of the time, so I just fly by the seat of my pants. He's flying by the seat of his pants. Oh my God, I need to be euthanized. Good Lord. On that we agree. Well, good. I'm glad we're in agreement because I'm always right. Oh my God. Oh, I love it here. Are you handsome? Don't even know, Petra. Am I that predictable? Oh my God. What if Abby made another video essay? I think Slay the Princess would make a good nap video. What if there was potentially a video coming out this week? What if it was meant to come out last week, but I was sick 2 weeks ago and that put a wrench in everything? But what if? And this is totally not me saying this just so that I will actually follow through and finish it and get to work on it, because I feel like I have been dragging my feet. But yeah, what if? It's gonna be a weird one. It's gonna be a really weird one. If Mr. Fox was weird, this one's gonna be insane. I don't think it makes this one's gonna be a lot. Oh man. Naption made a FNAF lore video titled, I guess the FNAF lore having only played the first game. I mean, I can't do that now. That's MatPat's whole shtick, and you know, it's probably what all 10 of his last videos are gonna be. You know, I did it. Let's go. Gonna hold you to it. Here's hoping Friday, right before stream. Here's hoping, because it'll be released then, and then that stream will actually be it'll be whatchamacallit, it'll be the world building stream. No, dude, after so there's no overlap. I can't. After stream is way too late to put a video out. Oh man, but also I put it at the exact amount of time, or a little bit more, typically, to give a 5-minute breather. Before stream is how early I put it out usually. So then it can be watched and then stream can happen. Dio Cristo. Totally human, you're banned. You will be stopped. I will file an injunction. My God. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's the kindest of things, but sir, you gotta spend some of it on yourself, dude. You gotta get yourself like a cool thing or something. Be responsible. Like, it's so very kind. It really is. But I hope you're at least like taking care of yourself. Get yourself some nice treats and stuff like that every so often. Do something fun. You gotta set aside a happy Friday for Allie. She's been insane in the DMs about the Nautilus all weekend. Don't worry, I think the Nautilus will be the focus based on yeah, those messages in the Discord. I was like, oh okay, that can be where we focus on, because we've not done like anything for it. So like, that's definitely one that we can focus in on. I don't need money. I have duct tape. What does that mean? Oh my god, she has a lot. Yeah, well, as soon as I saw that, like that's the thing. If I see that there's interest in something specific, I'm absolutely gonna gun towards that specifically. You know what I mean? You guys are super creative, and I love getting to like be a part of that. It's like genuinely like a joy. And enough stubborn conviction to fix anything I own. I'm just picturing you now with like a tool belt that's just like just Leo Vladis's tool belt just ready to go, and then he had like a drop of a hat, just like I can fix anything. Don't worry about it. To be fair, you could get a lot done with duct tape. Can you? I couldn't even hang Christmas lights with it. Long story. Don't ask. Don't worry about it. Listen, What? Was that what to me, or was that what to something else? How did you do the math on the arches you're building? Like how did I decide how many like that it's 2, 3, 3 kind of thing? Like how did I decide that? Because if that's the case, I just kind of went with what felt right. Like it wasn't like I like sat down and did like mathematics. Some careers are built on duct tape now. What career? Name me a career built on duct tape. What do you mean? What in God's name does that even mean? What? I had pants I mended with duct tape. I want to remake them so they were so swag, but exploded in the just sorry, the mental image of just duct tape pants. Just, my beloved duct tape pants. Time to wash them. Like just a nuclear bomb goes off. It's like, but like just it cuts instantly to the like the underwater test of a nuclear bomb level of an explosion. Oh my god. Drag queen, done. What else? That was easy. What? What do you mean? That didn't explain a thing. Hey! Hey! Get off of there! Hey! Hey! Oh, good, he's gone. U.S. Corps of Engineers? I don't think their career is built on duct tape. I feel like they must do more than just use duct tape. His drawing tablet pen was in the blanket and got lost in the washing machine. I'm getting a new one tomorrow, but drawing by hand is... I don't know what that means, but... Wait, what? Why not draw? What? I know they're very different skill sets, but like, is drawing by hand not like... Is that like unfun? I was pink leopard print duct tape? What? Oh, it. I'm an idiot. I glanced, I was like, I was pink leopard print duct tape? When? Drawing with my mouse, rather. Ah. That does sound unfun. A mouse is not fun to draw with. Speaking from experience, in my experience, I mean I used MS Paint. Oh, by the way, chatters, just I got a I don't know if I actually explained this or not, but in just in case, and also because I could, For the sub goal, I got a big Lego set this time, which was totally justified. And the lady totally did not look at me weird. And I didn't get weird looks for buying it outside of the Christmas season. But yeah, so rest assured, yeah, that is the current sub goal. I thought big I thought big one was good way to go. How many pieces? It is 1,000 and I think it's 1,200. Is a briefcase suitable? Did you make a briefcase out of duct tape? Big is 2,000. I said big as in like it's not just one of the little mini sets. It's not just like Obi-Wan's starship. It's like a bigger set, man. I don't know. I thought that was a good size. It's a costly venture, dude. Lego ain't cheap. Small is 1 to 990. That's a big difference. Oh, how many pieces is it? It's one piece. That's small. How many pieces is it? It's literally 999 pieces. Still small. Oh man. Hey Naps, since you're 50, did you read Animorphs? What is Animorphs? I want to get silly tapes. Animorphs, love Animorphs. What is Animorphs? Ah! One Piece! The One Piece is real! I think you'd be a great fit at our art college with your rage. What does that mean? I don't know if I just got a compliment or I don't know what that means. I don't know how to take that. What do you mean, what is animal? How sheltered were you? What do you want from me, man? What do you want? Maybe it's just a cultural touchstone. I don't know, you know? After 2005? Oh my god. Brothers putting me like in alpha. Like Rube is like, definitely pushing Gen Alpha. You think 2006 and 7 and 8? That's crazy. I was born in 2026. True, because Tiger's right. I'm a time traveler. And I'm an immortal time traveler. And we're finally getting to the place. You said you used MS Paint once or twice. That's basically all you need. Is well, 99.99999% acceptance rate. No portfolio overflowing. Freshman dorms expected to be able to build new dorms in less than a year. Renting out a hotel because they couldn't. What? Good God! It's a 90s children book. What the hell? Oh my God. Okay, yeah, it's it's last century's children book about shape-shifting aliens fighting mind-controlling parasites called Yorks. And also, one kid has a vivid description of a man's stomach being removed. Brother, what? What? Good God. I gotta snork me, dead Erdy. Based, get your snooze, get your honk shoe. Take care of yourself, King. Your health is important. Sleep well, dude. Animorph was a big presence in Gen Z childhood. Maybe it's like a British thing, dude. I don't know. I have a Google Doc that's just a bunch of random theories on Nap collected in one place, so I just have a couple pages of thought fragments. I like theory. I like the idea that you have theories on me, like I'm some like cryptid. The Wendigo. Number 13, the Wendigo. Napoleon VII is said to walk around the forest late at night. Oh my god. Do not forget the button description children's book transforming. Okay, snork me time. Also, Animorphs was baby's first body. Oh my god. Can shapeshift, do it, it heals. Ah! You don't know what Animorphs is? It was absolutely our time period. I never read it, but I know what it is, you know? I just have never heard of it. I'm not even saying it's not like a Gen Z thing. Like, I don't know, dude. There's lots of touchstones for that. Like, I also, like, I saw but never knew what they were because I never, like, read them or, like, heard of them, really. Like I would just see them kicking around. The books with the cats. Like, so, like, I know people read those as well, and I assume that was popular for some groups, but, like, it's just another one of those things. Like, I just wasn't, like, it just didn't hit me, you know what I mean? Just pull the British card every time I use an example you don't get. I can and I will. Abigail is incredibly anti-war, and the thing she wrote about her series is really neat. Nap lore claims Gen Z millennial question mark. Over 18 before 2010, worked as a barista, Dairy Queen cashiers, plays trumpet in an orchestra, Cronut. Bumboy me? Camel denier? I deny camels. And you probably, I don't know, but you're not supposed to say the actual name as it's thought to summon the spirits of them? Oh yeah, but it's just like an urban legend. Isn't it? Isn't it just like an urban legend? Like Bigfoot. Like, I don't know, Skinwalker. Maybe it's one of those things where you don't know the name Animorphs, but if we showed you one of the book covers, it might jog your memory and you'd go, oh, yeah, I'd have a flashback, like the what was that show? I forget. There was a show with flashbacks. I forget what it was called. I just remember it was it like, oh, what was maybe I that it was like a show. I think it was Disney. It was like a show. I just remember seeing like faint snippets of it at like daycare, maybe, or like, I don't. Is it The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody? Is that the one it is? I don't think so. But it was that kind of a show, I think. There's also an entry, just a pineapple mushroom pizza. What do you know about pineapple? What do you know about? What do you know about pineapple mushroom pizza? What do you know? That's so Raven. That's it. That's so Raven. That's the show. The lady's on the View now, right? Or something like that. If I remember correctly, we're human for once, and that's what you turn into if you're a cannibal. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I remember that. The mythology around it is like, yeah, they kind of lure you in with sounds, I think, and they're created by people because it's something to do with like there was a bad frost one year or something like that, and that's believed to be where the legend started because cannibalism became rampant for a brief bit. It's thought that type of saying the names then will attract them. I mean, yeah, but like it's like true of lots of things. Like lots of things are thought to be. You know what I mean? Like it's the same way that it's like what you call it? Like, oh yeah, seeing a black cat, that's bad luck, or what's another one? Was it seeing an ashen child or something like that? Something about the plague. Oh, what was the one? There's one in Tales Grim. I forget what it is. But if you see it, you're meant to like run. Because it's like that, like it's yeah, if you can speak the name, I think is it'll follow you afterward. Is also questionable, but one absolutely positively a Native American thing. Not use funsies despite the fact people do. No, but it's just a different thing. Sure, yeah, I guess. It's so is a very popular storytelling horror game for the mid-2010s featuring those creatures considered. I mean, yeah, that's like. I'm not saying you guys are wrong. I've never heard of it being considered like a negative thing. Though I heard people like say they prefer their folklore to be remembered, even if it changed by modern culture. Until Dawn, yes. I shed many beer, and I'm still alive. It's not all or nothing. That one down. I think, yeah, if I just do all of these at once, that'll actually probably make it quick. I presume. Then it's, no! Please! Oh! And that, and like this, like this, this, like this, like this. No. I think, yeah, I should have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'll have enough to properly finish this. At least the quote unquote wiring across the top today. I think. I should. I don't foresee me not. Well, when it does something like that.
And grab that. Are you planning to play Pal World? Nope. I have no interest in that game. I really don't. I'm pretty sure that's the same company that is notable for stealing lots of entities from other companies. And is also notable for using AI generation in a lot of its games. I don't really, like, don't get me wrong, I understand that, like, Pokemon has not innovated itself in a long time, really, for people, but, and could do better, and Game Freak is not a good, like, is not a great company to hold and use the IP as it does, but I just don't really, like, I don't really feel like playing a game that's that, like, what you call it, entwined with certain practice. You know what I mean? I must depart. Enjoy the rest of the stream. The utmost luck in construction of your nuclear greenhouse. And with that, I bid thee adieu. Adieu, Dudley Human. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, dude. Open his big paw. Nuclear. I'll show you nuclear. Yo, Oliver, how do? We are so back. So true, King. We're so back with Minecraft, baby. Woo! Finally, return to the chosen land. Grab it. Well, why play Pal World when Nap World is much better based? The Pal World also plagiarized artists' original Pokemon design and copy-pasted them into the game. Yeah. I don't know that. I'll look into that. Yeah, I mean, it's all kind of coming up because of its success is kind of the thing. It's the same way. They made another game earlier. Like, this isn't their first game of stealing things. That company also made a previous game that was basically a rip of Breath of the Wild. That, like, it's crazy. Like, beat for beat. Like, a crazy rip where you're like, wow. So, yeah, it's just, like, I never, like, I don't wrong. When I first saw trailers for it, I was like, oh, okay, that's funny. Like, Pokemon with gun, haha. Yeah, I just think it's a shame if it ends up being that, like, you know, they fired developers and used AI to pad things out and then also, like, just rip from actual artists and stuff like that. Like, it's one thing to stick it to Game Freak. It's another thing to, like, actually rip off individual artists who Game Freak employs. You know what I mean? I do good. How do I do? Fantastic, pal. I'm living La Vida Loca. I am just vibing. Do not quote me on that though. I'm still looking further evidence. Yeah, I'm not sure about it. Just because Pal World has had a number of different speculative things come out. But yeah, it just got so big so fast that like it really pulled a curtain back to because it started to get scrutinized more. You know what I mean? Land of the many, home of the few. Brother, why? Isn't Pal World just Pokemon with guns? I mean, that's like the basic start of it. Yeah, like that's kind of like the original hook. Like, oh, why would you play this game? Well, it's Pokemon with guns. Yeah, was kind of the idea. But then a bunch of other stuff kind of has come up with it. I noticed that it's also stole the tech tree from Mario. Yeah, basically it's seemingly come out, like, as people have gotten their hands on it and it's become more into the spotlight, they've been like, wait a minute, they just ripped a whole bunch of stuff from other games. This is, like, really not innovative at all. And so, and the worry that gives to people is that if this is now the highest selling game, like, on Steam kind of thing, like, it's like, okay, but does that not, like, make it seem to companies that, oh, well, it's better and cheaper to just like not try and use AI to build your game. You know what I mean? People will buy it anyway. So the worry that some people have is that because it was like haha funny meme, that might lead to problems down the line. It beat out Lethal Company. Yep, it broke the record for the highest amount of like concurrent players ever, beating out Cyberpunk and Elden Ring, which used to have that of like being the the most active players at one time. Because yeah, Cyberpunk had held that since its release, I believe, and then Elden Ring was second, and now Elden Ring's third, and it's first. On Discord, by the way. Yeah, looks fun, right? It looks pretty poggers. Oh, actually, MJ released the VOD, by the way, of from Nap Week of you and I played. I was rewatching it. I forgot you died going into the Nether the first time, and I had to build a house. I don't know how I blocked that out of my memory. I entirely forgot that you just like absolutely bit the dust, and then I had to build a house. Oh, that's awesome. That's so sick, dude. It was it's such a funny stream. Oh man. I want to do themed streams this year. I don't know. I said this last stream, I think, but I keep thinking about more and more themed streams that I want to do. Just because, like, I don't know, that seems fun. That seems like a fun way to do some things, you know. Just theme a stream, have some fun, have some goofs and gaffs, some laughs. You know. I was not having the best time. He got obliterated, and it was so sad but so funny. Oh my god. I went to the multiple Minecraft websites and I could not find the skin Oliver was using for the thumbnail. It was pirated. It was previously used at all. So I took a recent one. Ooh. When's part 2 though? Ooh, true. We still gotta get you to the dragon. You've not legitimately beaten the world before. Oh my god. It was such a good run. Like, it was going so well. It was going so well until the Nether. Oh man. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, we wasted a pure hour just looking for like a lava pit. But once we found it, baby. Nap Week is part 2. Oh man. There's gotta be. I already know when I'll put on offer the next nap week. I know what section of time it'll be. So it's coming down the pipeline. I hate the Nether, like, worst dimension. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of like the 7th dimension. I got a lot of problems with that one. The 8th is all right, but I don't know. It's just something about the 7th dimension. I don't like that. I think once you get past 4, you just start getting into some silliness. It just starts getting silly, you know? It just... Nap Week should be for my birthday. Nap Week should not be for my birthday. Yo, spirit! Nap Week should be like the week after my birthday. I'm not taking requests. Jenna's like, where's the suggestion box? Long time no see. Dude, yeah, it's been forever, man. How you been? How's life? How's the wife? How's the kids? Hopefully good. Hopefully good. Just because you're bestie, the old B-Dog doesn't mean you have to shill the Aether all the time. Gee. Yeah, me and King B-Dogs, we're like that. Yeah, we're tight as can be. Yeah. Yeah, I was his best man at his wedding. Yep. Little known fact. Oh my god. Why are you leaving all the copper on the floor to age? It'll age anywhere. Can't you build it brown and wait for it to green? Yeah, I can. But this goes faster. Because, for instance, the copper that's on top of 1 second. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. Hold the thought. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold the thought. Just give me 1 more second. There, you see that? You see that over there? You see how that's still not fully green? That was placed like almost a year ago in this world. When it's all clumped together, it takes a long time to change. It takes a long time. Thank you for holding. Thank you. Thank you. Can nap week be April Fool's Day? Well, no, I'm gonna be too busy. I'm gonna be busy playing sick pranks on people. What do you mean? I won't be able to nap week. I'll be too busy playing sick pranks. I hate April Fool's Day. I really don't like it. Okay, but if it's during my birthday, that would be pretty funny. Great, Tammy does some bad chicken from Popeyes, but she talked about you a lot. God. Oh my god. Oh, I was like, what? What just, what? Huh? Just got home, let's go. Been chatting what? You should not be in chat if you are driving. You listen here, pal. You listen to me. Don't be doing that. That's bad. Oh my god. How did this no-name Mueller become besties with Mojang Dev? 37 minutes. Yeah, I'll do a video essay on it. Oh my god. You know, because he follows me, he passively approves of everything I say. Because he follows me back and we follow each other, that means he is passively approving of everything I say constantly. It's the truth, guys. It's just, I don't make the rules. It's lightning. I don't make the rules. That just be how it is, you know? Ah, what a beautiful day. Also, next nap week you have to play Fortnite. Only if I can be Peter. It was such a bad Peter. It's so bad. Oh my god. Don't turn me into a marketable plushie, Peter. Oh man. Peter. Maybe hot take. Everybody calm down. Maybe a hot take. I don't know. I'm on prank. These ones, the joke hinges on someone being upset or embarrassed. Based. True. Not hot take. Did you based? Absolutely based. You know what I hate? You know what the one thing that I hate? Listen, I'm on the record for not being pro birthday cake. I prefer pie. I think it's much better. But the one thing that I think is I will never understand is the people who do the thing where you where you slam the person's face into the cake. That's just awful. That's just a waste of cake and horrid. I don't think it's funny in the slightest. I don't understand why anybody does that. That is mean. That is mean, and I do not understand. I don't think I will ever understand. It is pure mean. Like, why would you do that to someone? I'm gonna make a video essay about why you get no. What do you mean? What do you don't? That's a lie. Oh my god. You don't know what aphobia is? No, I'm not familiar. I mean, you'd have. I'll pay for birthday pie. I think it's funny if the person is in on the bit. I just don't get it. It just seems mean and a waste of cake. Like, well, I wanted to eat it. If the person is embarrassed, it's funny and humorous. I don't think it is. Oh my god. Fear of palindromes? That's sick. That's evil. Isn't that? That's, oh my god. They did. It's like the fear of the big words, and it's hippopotamonstrosis or whatever. Like, good lord, what sick person is making these things? One day I'm gonna buy one of those whipped cream covered pie. Just oh man, that one that gets me riled up are the video pretending like they can't see the small child. The child clearly does not find it funny and is crying. Like, that's just not funny. That's just drama. That's just not. Don't do that to a kid, dude. That's just mean. Hippopotamonstrosis, quipedepophilia. Yeah. When you can't pronounce the letter R. Oh my god. Me when my cake is ruined because my parents wanted to be kids. Ah! No! See, the thing that I also, like, I always have this, like, underlying fear that, like, someone's gonna do that and, like, the candle's gonna, like, go into the kid's eye somehow. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe, like, I'm just, like, I feel like that's gonna happen one time, and that's, like, so horrid. Like, that's so horrid. Oh, man, just the thought of it is, oh, it's awful. It's like when you consider, like, traps from Saw movies. Ugh. I hate it. I spelled it correctly, right, but it's close. There's, oh, Jesus Christ. That's horrid. Good Lord. Can you open Adobe Acrobat for me? No, what? No, what? What, like on your computer? What do you mean? What does that even mean? That's so ominous. But I love Saw movies. Oh my god. Yeah, well, you know, listen, I know some people really like them. I'm not one of those people. Don't get me wrong, I actually think that there is a lot in horror movies that can be learned from people who want to make movies. I think horror movies are a great way to cut your teeth as like a movie. The only way I can survive like a horror movie is I just have to look at it and just be the worst. I just have to look at it, either make fun of things, I'll do it in my head so I'm not ruining it for other people, or I have to just be like, oh wow, that's an interesting shot, I wonder how they did that, oh gee willikers, okay, that's like in that sequence from It. That sequence from It in chapter 1, where he's coming down the stairs and it's full of like water, and they got Georgie down there, and he's creepy, and he's creepy guy, and I hate it. And he's there, and he's like, you'll float too, and he's like, and I just have to, I'm like, as he's going through the house, I'm like, oh, that's an interesting way they lit this scene. Wow, okay, so they used a 2-point lighting structure. That's pretty cool. Wow, I wonder how they got all the water in there. That's pretty interesting. I wonder how they get, what temperature they're keeping it at. Oh, I wonder, oh, okay, they probably did a reverse, yeah, they're doing a reverse shot. That's pretty standard stuff. Wonder why they're doing that. That's a cool dolly zoom. Like, that's the only way. That's the only way that I can sit through these. Like, I'm just like, and then I'm just out of it. I'm like, I see I don't know the actor's name, but the guy who plays Billy, like on the stairs, and he's there, and I was like, he's with the flashlight, and it's spooky, and I'm like, I wonder what craft services made him for lunch. Like, I just have to remind myself it's a movie, I guess. Like, I'm like, I wonder what craft services provided that day for lunch. Like, it's such a lame way to get through it, but it's what I do. It's what I do, and it's the only way I can sit through horror movies. But shh, you guys can't tell anybody that. That's just secret. That's just between us. That's just between us. You can't tell anyone, all right? I don't want them to think I'm not cool. They need to know that I'm sick and awesome and brave and cool, you know? And of course, chatters, you will all back me up on this, right? Let everyone no! No, you can't! Don't do that! No! Oh my god. Fiends. Amiga, come on, no, please. No, I placed a stair. I didn't want to place a stair. Ah! Also, yes, new Fear Unlocked Tiger, absolutely. I'm sorry, Nep, but I'm excited for Saw 11 coming out this September. I survive horror movies by reminding myself it's all fake. Horror movie is a great way to experiment with filmmaking, but I'll never be one to watch them. Exactly. Base. I don't mind lighthearted practical jokes that is intended to make the other person laugh. Yeah, like don't get me wrong, like I saw this cute video that it was like an old guy like kind of like nodded off at his chair in like a pub. And so what they did was they moved a chair in front of him and then put like set out cards around, and like 3 people sat around at the table because they put a table in front of them and put cards down and poker chips, and then like managed to lightly set a hand of cards in the old guy's hands, and then they nudged him awake, and he was like, huh? Like, it's your go. It's your go. And he, like, you can see he's confused for a second, but then he just starts playing. Like he just starts playing. He's like, yeah. Like, and he just goes. And I think that's so funny. I'm like, all right, that's cute. That's cute. I like that. Oh man. 3-point lighting on top, baby. You know what, MJ? I bet you're one of those people who don't like the big light. I bet you don't like the big light. Matter of fact, if I were to wager, most of you probably not fans of the big light. Not fans of the big light. Well, Joe Biden? No, it's so Jover. Like he's gonna remember. Brother! Like he's gonna remember? Oh my god. Good lord, dude. Oh yes, Neb, you are cool. Yes. Thank you all. See? Someone gets it. Someone understands. I think horror is easier to watch when it's a big CGI monster like Quiet Place, because it's more thriller than horror. Yeah, I mean the best thing you can do. Oh, it's Elio. The best thing you can do to create like a good horror genre movie is quite literally yo, Evasaur, thank you so much for the follow, dude. I appreciate it. The best thing you can do for that is not show your monster. Like, it becomes instantly unscary once you've shown the prop. You know what I mean? Like, it's so much better the other way. Hello, Evasaur. How do? How's life? How's the wife? How's the kids? Hopefully good. Hopefully good. I don't actually think you have a wife and kids, but it's my favorite thing to have. The big light is homophobic. I said what I said. What is the big light? What's wrong with liking the big light? Nothing's wrong with liking the big light. I didn't say there was. I just said MJ seemed like the type of person to not like the big light. You know? And there's nothing wrong with that. I didn't say it was a problem. Joe Biden remembers everything about Nap. Nap is Joe's favorite citizen. Yeah, he gives me a pin. I'm gonna get the Congressional Medal of Freedom. Good God. He's gonna be like, and for Napoleon, I had this made in Scranton. No more malarkey. Hey, you guys think, speaking of, I was talking about this with my friend the other day. You know what I'm excited for? You know what I'm excited for this November? Some of you might not realize, you know, elections or whatever are coming up. It's not that I'm excited for. Or any of the campaigning. No. I'm for one, am excited to once again see Joe Biden's Animal Crossing island. You know, because he totally kept up with that because he plays. Not because a staffer made it for him, and not because it was trendy for the day. No. He'll be back. He'll be back with it. I want to see what developments he's done. And that will tell me whether or not he's a good president. I want to see how his Animal Crossing island's done. Because in 2020, he came out with his Joe Biden Animal Crossing island that they tried to say that he played. I was like, there's no way Joe Biden played Animal Crossing. What do you mean? Oh my god. Joe thinks you actually are Napoleon. Oh my god. Yeah, he's like, that's the guy. Wow. He's still alive. After all these years, I didn't cut any of the cop. God. Yum ice cream, but what flavor of ice cream? What flavor? And why is it cookie dough? The only correct option. MJ Capera made built-in big light in bedroom, perhaps as compared to strip lights or lamps. Nintendo doesn't want people to campaign politically with Animal Crossing islands. Oh, I'm sure they don't. That didn't stop Joe, though. I'm sure they don't. But Joe, like, they were able to make the Biden logo and like make banners and stuff like that and build their whole thing. Unless I might not be aware. Did they get like a cease and desist or something? Like, did Nintendo be like, please don't? Did that happen? Wait, that's awesome if that happened. That's hilarious. The Signoscope clips when he gets on Twitch. Yeah, when's AOC coming back on Twitch to campaign? Come on, AOC, come on. You want to be on Twitch? You and oh, what was his name? I'm blanking on it. He was like he's the shadow government man of Canada, I think. Anyway, the two of them played Among Us and it was funny. It was great. Yo, swinging. How do? How's life? How's the wife? How's the kids? How you doing, kid? I've seen CGI monsters work, but only when the lore around is super mysterious and it's OP can't stop like it follows in the monster. Yeah, that's fair. Slow walking. Yeah, that's fair. I still think it does better when you can't see it, but I think there's ways to make it all right. Cookie dough is the mayonnaise of ice cream flavors, generally inoffensive and adored by white people. Well, wouldn't you know it, you're wrong. Wouldn't you know it, you're wrong. Because you know what? If you go, hey, yo! Well, thank you so much for the gifted, dude. That's so kind of you. Dude, thanks so much. Oh my god. What was I saying? Oh, right. I was gonna say, because you'll meet lots of... You'll meet lots of people who, lots of Karen white women who will just be like, it'll give you salmonella, don't. And I disagree. I disagree. And if it did, I would happily die. I would happily die that way. You know what I mean? Oh my god. If by big light you mean like the light in the ceiling versus lamps, you could not be more wrong. I am the only one in my household who really leaves big light on because it makes me more comfortable when everything is well lit. I can't read you, but you can't read me. This relationship is so one-sided. Oh my god. Listen, I took a shot in the dark. Get it? This totally wasn't like a 5-minute setup to a joke. This totally wasn't like a really long setup to a pointless joke. Hey! Waka waka! Wow! I want a puck! Wow! Oh my god. AOC played Among Us with Corpse. True! She did play. She played Among Us with Corpse husband. That's so funny. Oh my god. And XQC. Oh my god. What an unhinged thing. Genuinely bonkers. You know, I remember. Oh, I remember because it was because what's his face? Boris. He almost joined. He almost joined the I would have been so excited. Do you have any idea how funny that would have been? If you had AOC, oh god, I don't know his name, the shadow government man from Canada, and Boris Johnson playing Among Us, that would have been hysterical. That would have been great. Nearly played Among Us with like Pokimane and like. And Corpse Husband and Jacksepticeye. Oh my god. It would have been based. Oh my god. What a timeline that would have been. What a fantastic life we all would have lived for that moment. Oh my god. Ugh. And I believe you're sus. Beautiful new blue passport. I believe that Blue was in Medbay. Blue was in Medbay, and I saw Blue. Blue was acting sus. Yes. It would have been so good. Oh my god. Horrible man, but funny. It would have been funny. Oh man. I don't think legally I could say based to that rumor, but man, what a cool base I'm building, huh? Don't you guys think? Oh my god. Oh my god. Just press the vine boom a few hundred times. I don't know. I think my fingy would get sore. It sounds not fun. Oh my god. I can't see street. Oh, well, open your eye. Open your eyes! It's the same. It's the kind of funny. It's the same kind of funny as like, the fact that an actual quote by the Penguin in a Batman movie is, "Why you never took Spanish? What, the Batman never took Spanish class?" Oh my god, that's awesome. Oh. Not La Rata. La Rata. That's so unfunny. Why would you? No, what a terrible joke. So why would you say that? Now why would you say a joke? Yeah, I don't know. It's something only I would say, right? Nap and Bernie Sanders should start a Minecraft world together. My god. You know what? I bet he's off. I bet Bernie, please. I just want some Listen, I think in real life, the top 1% should share with the bottom 99%. But in Minecraft, get good. I believe that you're X-Rain. You're X-Rain, that's how you got it. I want a trial. Biggest animal. Okay, Nap. What's the biggest animal you could take in a fight? Do I have to be able to live through the process? Like, am I getting like what if I'm really messed up? Like what if I live on a Nap, your Bernie sounds like Trump. I think you just haven't heard. Don't get me wrong. I did not go into a good Bernie Sanders. I have a better one, but it takes a while to actually get into it, so I'm not doing that. But that's not what. Nor am I gonna just be like. That's not what he sounds like either. 0 for 3 of these political impressions, and I'm not gonna lie. What was the third? Assumes you'd be the victor. Yeah, no, but that's what I'm asking. Like, do I have to? There's victor and like, there's I won, like I beat it, but then I died, like wandering away. You know what I mean? Like maybe I don't live much longer than it, but technically I won. You know what I mean? Like that's a very different instant. Is it like I have to have won enough that I'm like totally fine? You'd have to die. But that's what I was saying. I didn't even do an impression of Biden. I just like talked. I can't do Biden at all. All he says, all I know of him is just him saying no more malarkey, and that's all he says, and that's not how he says it either. So long as you live longer than it. Do I have tools? Do I have any equipment? Yo, equipment! How to? Also, you can't judge my impression capability after 2 hours of me like yelling. Like I have no subtlety left to my voice. Are you crazy? Oh my god. Only gonna stay alone and then go to sleep. Have a great stream. Bye, my plan. Hope you sleep well, dude. Fair fist fight. Like I can't even grab a rock? Like I can't even pick up like a rock on the ground? Or like a stick? Like what? I'm just in like a sealed room? Like an all white sealed room? Answer the question. Well, this changes things. This would greatly change things. There's no, there's lots of animals. It's just like, it greatly changes my final answer. Like, for instance, reverse engineer a spear. No, I don't want to. I mean, literally, just like a rock in hand or like a stick in hand. You know what I mean? I think probably. Probably a wolf. Probably a wolf would be, only if it was one. Once it's two, nah, I'm done. But if it's just the one, wolf. Cause like bear's just stupid. That's not happening. With your hands? What? What? Yes, Bro said, what, a wolf with your hands? Yes! What do you mean? If it's one? Wolves are distinctly hunters with packs, and it's for a reason. I'm not saying I'm not getting messed up by this thing. I'm sacrificing my left arm in this fight. Because here's the thing, with a wolf, like the way, like, so what you guys probably might not realize, or maybe you do. Humans and how you adapted and evolved and like, one of your greatest strength is your forearm. And the reason for that, particularly in fighting things like wolves, is that you, like, when the canine's jaws open and tries to bite you, you must put forward your forearm and just let it chomp and then shove forward with it again so it locks its jaw on it. It will be ripping and tearing that forearm. Absolutely. You will be in a lot of pain. But while that's happening, your other hand is free and you just gotta go for the squishy bits, meaning, you know, like eyes and the like. Like it's a brutal type of thing, but it's absolutely doable. Like it's an absolutely doable thing. It's just like, it would take a lot and it would really mess you up. Like your arm is gonna be shredded. Like, I mean, like whatchamacallit? Like pulled pork levels of shredded. How swole? It's not that. It really isn't. Like you can look up. Like even you can even look up like how best K9 units are combated, basically. Like that's just what, like that's what you're meant to do when it's a dog, like, or when it's a wolf or dog kind of thing. Like again, that's why they're at their most dangerous and will not pick a fight typically if they're not in a pack, because typically they're not gonna win. But it depends. Arm far down enough to force its gag reflex from the inside. Yeah, that's another, like that's the thing. It has to be only one. It couldn't be something like like if it's a mountain lion, I'm dead. If it's a bear, I'm dead. If it's a cougar, I'm dead. Like there's lots of that. But if it's like a canine, that's one of the animals that like we as a species like have more developed. Like, and in fairness, if you're fighting anything, try to get your forearm into its mouth, because that's one of the strongest parts of your body. Like that part of your body is best built to withstand like injury in that way. That's the best one to use. Always try to force your forearm into its mouth and keep it there that way. If you need to, like if you need to sacrifice something, because then its mouth is used up. You know what I mean? Its mouth is then one of its biggest things, which is why though, like versus a cougar or a mountain lion or a bear, they have claws. Wolves sort of have claws, but not to the same degree and not to the same capability. And again, like if I had a rock or stick at all, that's much easier, because the first thing you go for has got to be the neck, and that changes things. It's a lot easier to deal with if you can just have a sharp object and to the neck. This is really dark, but like that's, listen, I'm just saying that's like, and that's like the utmost extreme. I don't know, I might be wrong, but like that's like the highest I'd go for like what I'm like, yeah, conceivably I think there is a version of that fight I win. You know what I mean? I think conceivably there's a version of that where I win. Just to bug you, just to leave you annoyed. Specifically to leave, just to leave you annoyed. That's all. Probably kill us. Guys, you're really underestimating yourselves. Like there is a reason beyond just tools that like humans are like atop of the food chain for a lot of things. Like we're not great against too big of animals, but like things like singular beings that are normally in packs and fight with pack tactics, you have a better chance than I think you're giving yourself credit for. Because adrenaline is a crazy thing. But I don't want to. I didn't say I want to do any of this. I am my own too. Oliver is a living weapon. Oliver is ready at a moment's notice. Throws hands, but he's got like his hands had to be registered with the government. They're absolute weapons, ready to go at any given moment. Oh my god. The oh, what was I gonna say? I had something. Oh yeah, dang that! I can't believe you started this whole anime. Oh my god. The what I was gonna say was I've started a new. Okay, so how many of you have played like Capcom games? Like, do you guys know there's a game that's like Onimusha or something like that? Don't worry, Pippa. We could just move past it. But anyway, there's like there's an anime that's been recently made of it. Not legal in the UK, so they had to get rid of my price. I was like, they had to take me down a peg or two. They weren't ready for the gun show. Suddenly, that's how Oliver talks. Despite what all of you have heard in past streams, Oliver now talks like Macho Man Randy Savage. Ooh yeah. Oh my god. Oh man, but anyway, there's this anime made off of a game called Onimusha. Onimura. What's it called? Capcom. Yeah, Onimusha. That's what it's called. Which was a series of games, and I've never played the games, but the anime is pretty solid. I mean, in terms of like, it's not good, but like it's not that like it's fun. It's like cool fights, you know. But it makes me really think about like, do you guys know what a glaive is? Like if I said a glaive, do you know what I'm talking about? I'll assume yes. But anyway, I really do like that one thing that I think anime has more in terms of like the cartoon of animated fight choreography versus a lot of Western stuff is it uses pole arms a lot more. Whereas like spears tend to not be used, which is crazy because it's like one of the most prolific weapons of like all of history, and it's crazy to me that it's never brought up. No, what's a glaive? A glaive is like is a pole arm, so it's a big long stick that basically has a blade on the end of it. It's I believe the Song Dynasty in China is who invented it, but I could be wrong on that. It might have been the Ming. But anyway, it's a really long-standing weapon from China, and glaives are basically, yeah, it's got like a sharpened blade at one end. So unlike a spear that comes to a perfect point, this has a curved blade at its end, but is on the long end of a pole arm and can be swung effectively. You know what I mean? No one's throwable. Technically, yes, but I would argue that the more like common use of the term glaive is the pole arm. But fair, you're not wrong. How much can you bench on a good day? Not as much as I used to be able to. I switched up to cardio more about a year ago. Cause like, listen, as much as I like to, I'm not huge on the idea. Like I have no desire to be like musclehead. It's not really my look or feel. You know what I mean? It's just not something I want. I like muscle, but I don't want like a lot, if that makes sense. Like I don't really need huge stuff like that. So it's like so like I don't deadlift really much or anything like that, and that's not really my show. I'd have to check my journal for how much my most record is, but it seems, I will also say, it seems a lot more than it actually is, I would argue. People underestimate how much they can start with. Like, I think the average starting is already, for a lot of people, is already a lot more than they give credit for. You know what I mean? Are you excited for the new Minecraft update? I am! I'm very excited for it. I'm excited for the trial rooms. I'm excited to see what they do with the breeze, and I'm excited for what new redstone might come, because I think they're gonna, like, that's the thing. We've still only seen the stuff they've shown in Minecraft Live. So from this month forward, there's gonna be one snapshot that comes out that's gonna be crazy. I guarantee it. Because if you remember, I could be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure cherry blossom biomes were not originally shown off, and neither was the redstone for the what do you call it? Skulk, the new Skulk Center. Free weights scare me? No. They shouldn't. You could rock some free weights, Oliver. I'm confident in it. Someday they'll revert the copper bulb. Oh yeah, did they change that for some reason? Was it because of something on Bedrock and they changed it and people don't like that now? Did that happen, or am I imagining something? I feel like that was like a story or something like that people were like, Mojang at it again. It's like, I guess, yeah. I guess they changed something, and that's a little less fun. Which, you know, I don't get wrong. I think they shouldn't have if they did, but I don't know if they've stuck with that or not. It's the room at the gym is like a testosterone room, and it makes us get. I prefer doing my pull-ups. Oh, you just mean you mean the area of the gym. Yeah. When I go, I prefer to like the time that like my most preferred time, especially when I can keep this routine, is like really early, and that's just because like no one. I don't know. I'm not huge on like. There's a lot of like gym bro culture that's like not something that I personally am like. Yeah, let's do that, man. Yeah, dude. Yeah, bro. Yeah, dude. But oh well, some people really like it. Which, you know, good for them. Was offset from basically other Redstone components, which made it super useful for a lot of things. And then they changed it to be in line with everything. Like, I know I'm behind in this, right? But only just learned about David Jeffrey complete over the God of War games. What was bro on when he put that thing piece out? That's such a funny way to characterize it. Man, some people like that's the thing. It's I mean that gets into discussions of like, you know, like authorial intent, the value of the author, you know what I mean? Like which is using like I'm using the term author just to mean creator, you know what I mean? Like I'm on the record as being deeply against the idea that like the end all be all is of any piece of work is the author's vision. I really think that like art in any capacity, particularly written works or movies or television and the like as soon as you put it out, it really like it can't be yours anymore. You know what I mean? Interpretation of other people. Like if you can find something in a text and support it for yourself, then it's there. You know what I mean? Like it's not really a debatable thing. I mean, it is, I guess it is debatable, but like my point being, like if you can find like, and you can justify it with the text, then yeah, it's there. The author doesn't have to have intended it for it to be there. Similarly, some authors can't kill their darlings, and some dislike when change or growth happens. But like Kratos is objectively going to be a more memorable character in gaming history now than he was. Like I would say he was a faded star, something that was brought up occasionally. Maybe it's just like, oh yeah, those games were cool by people who played them when they came out. Like I think Jacksepticeye had brought them out because he really liked them. But like, you know, they would eventually have faded. This gave such new life to it in a way that I think is incredibly well made. And additionally, I actually am happy that in their most recent DLC, they really do start to address the past a bit more. In Ragnarok, they started to, and then they really do go for it in the DLC. And I think that's right. I think they were going in the wrong direction by not addressing it at all. So I'm glad they did. I think Broski was just mad that someone came up with an idea for continuation of the story that he would never have thought of, and that everyone liked it. I mean, in fairness, that can also I have no idea what we're talking about. We're talking about the creator of God of War, who doesn't like the new games because he liked that Kratos was the indomitable rage machine that is irredeemable. And don't get me wrong, in fairness to him, to their credit, there is something to be said that, you know, in today's world, I personally think it's fine to have irredeemable characters. I think there is a fixation into a lot of media today of like, oh, anybody can be saved, which is good. It's good to have that mindset about things, but I also don't mind the idea of a character being irredeemable. Like, I think the Emperor in Star Wars is meant to just be a comically villainous character. Like, he just is evil personified, and he is a pure version of evil. Like, it's not like or like Firelord Ozai or something like that. But I don't think that's what he was going for. I don't think that's the critique he was offering, and I think he just, as Ruba said, is just, you know, a little salty that his work got to continue without him. Which, in fairness, as like an individual, I can understand in the sense of like, I don't know if he was ever attached to the project, but let's say he wasn't. Like, they took your game, like you made this game that was a successful series of like trilogy, and was pretty beloved by a cult following, and then they just shut you out and make something totally new with it. Like I can understand how that makes you feel like I can understand how that can make you feel like put out and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like I can get that. It's just, sometimes those thoughts can be kept private. Sorry, I'm really off topic, but you see my factory build on Formation. Took too long. I haven't. If it's in one of your videos, shoot it to me, dude. I'd love to see it. What about characters like the Joker and Batman, who are chaos but technically have sort of a point in the Dark Knight? So like I guess specifically looking at the Dark Knight, like Heath Ledger's character, do you mean like, do I think he's irredeemable and that's good, or do you mean like in terms of like his point, like I guess I'm not sure what you're getting at, like in the sense that like it could be said, like for instance, the Joker in the Joker movie instead of the Dark Knight. There are people who would be like, oh, but he had a point. But like, you can have a point, but that point loses all value independent on the way that you approach it. You know what I mean? Like if I said, like I could have a point if I said like, oh, climate change is a real problem. But if then I said an answer to that problem to reduce carbon is to like delete half of the population, I no longer have a point. You know what I mean? Like I'm no longer have a leg to stand on. You know what I mean? He essentially gave every 4chan user as Grant that starts the God of War and extension Kratos shouldn't have depth or growth because core audience didn't want that. That's the thing, evidently they did. Thanos mode. Oh my God, Thanos. Yeah, or like Thanos. Yeah, because Thanos. I mean, Thanos is just an idiot. Because it's like you could just double the resources. Like he's the kind of, he's a liar. He is lying. He does not actually care. And that's part of that is because they're trying to shoehorn a comic reason into or a realistic reason into a comic book. Because the original Thanos did that. Like the Infinity War was Thanos originally wanted to get rid of half the universe to impress Death. He just wanted to get a date with a lady, because Lady Death he was infatuated with, and he thought, this'll impress her for whatever reason, because he didn't like that she's in love with Deadpool. Like, that's the reason. That's Thanos. And they were like, okay, we can't. People for a while were there was a long period of people like wanting, like theorizing, like, oh, is that why they brought Hela in for like Ragnarok? Like before Ragnarok, like people thought that they were really gonna do it. I was like, man, are they really going for it? But no, of course not. The Russo brothers are cowards. I have deep problems with the Russo brothers, but that's a side thing. That's a side thing. We don't have to get into a big Marvel discussion. Actually, funny. I was speaking with I was in the chat of and chatting that way, not like I was speaking to him as like a person that like I know. I was in with Michael McChill earlier today because he was streaming. Cool guy. But anyway, I was there. He was talking about it was the old X-Men movies, and I've forgotten how brutal those things are, dude. I forgot there's like Professor X like takes Magneto takes the metal out of the blood of like a guard to be able to escape. That's crazy. You were chatting with Michael McGill? I've never watched that. Okay. I'm just saying. Oh my God. I just rephrased it because I was like, wait, no, that makes it sound like I know this person. I don't know this person. In the MCU will probably never happen because they are very touchy about really. See, what's funny is people say that one of my favorite Easter eggs is in Homecoming, which there's an Easter egg that one of the stores one of the buildings that like is on the side of the street. If you translate its sign, because it's written in I believe Cantonese, but basically it's a church to Thor. It's a new founded church to the god Thor in the modern day because Thor had come back. Like, and people were like, oh, I guess the Nordic religion was right. Like, I don't know. Yeah, but you're also right, because they do shy away from that with Thor. I dislike the exploration of like the idea of, oh well, you know, they're all just aliens, because that's not, like, at a certain point you're fundamentally misunderstanding what the point of a god. If someone can live eternally, all right, like they live forever basically, like don't really die of old age, and they have like strength beyond capability of others, and it's not like, oh, just the like sun or whatever giving them that power. Like, that's a god. That's like, what do you mean? It's a god in a pagan sense, but that, who cares? I miss being petty, villains being petty in self mode. Everybody's self-righteous today. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think there's something to be said for like, for various characters to just be allowed to be like totally villainous. Like, to be allowed to be, yeah, he's evil. Why is he evil? Because he's evil. And he's just doing it because, I don't know, like, he wants to. He thinks it'd be fun. He thinks it'd be a fun time. What I like about the Marvel comics is that every religion is correct. Yeah, that's a great part of it. It's like Hank Grimm, that's what it is, right? Yeah, Hank Grimm, like the Thing, has met the one above all, but that doesn't stop him, and same for Peter Parker from being like Jewish. Like, that doesn't stop them, and nor does it stop Daredevil from being Catholic, and like all these other things. It's like, but I don't know. They shied away from it in the MCU, and I understand, like, you know, it's for you know, the reason of we would like to have these movies be popular amongst everyone, but I think it's a shame. I think it could have been really cool. It's the same way that, like, you know, they mishandled the God Butcher. Because the thing is, it's like, yeah, there was such capability there, you know what I mean? Hank Green? What? No, Hank Grimm. Grimm. Did I say Hank Green? Oh, God. Like the Eternals. Oh my God. Also, you know what? In its defense, Eternals, probably the best movie quickster I've ever seen. Like, in terms of like an actual live action version of like a Flash type character, like genuinely the best version I've ever seen. I don't think anybody's ever done that style of superpower better. It's just a shame it wasn't a good movie. Not the worst movie ever. It's just like a pretty like, oh, okay. Which is a shame, because that also caused, like, there's people who, because of that, like, didn't watch Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi was so good, dude. Genuinely, such a good movie. Like, even if you don't like Marvel, like, it's just a great, like, movie. Like, even, it just its action is really, like, really good. It uses a lot of, like, Kung Fu masters came back to, like, teach stunts and stuff like that. So it's a really incredible movie that way. You mean like CG what? Yeah, like just like how they handled the powers is what I mean. Like just how they handle the CG of doing those powers. Like, it's not just like a lightning blur or something. Like it's just a genuinely cool way to handle it. I just didn't know who that is. Big Rock Man. Hank Grimm, Big Rock. Big Rock Man. Oh man. Oh, also. Yo, dude, that factory looks sick, man. Oliver, that looks awesome, dude. Oh my God. Putting my factories to shame, Oliver. Oliver. Ben, not Hank. That's why I was like, is it Hank Grimm? Ben. That's what it, Ben Grimm. Is icky as an individual. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Like, I don't know, in fairness, I don't know all the things that have happened, but I also forgot, like, isn't he like really weirdly like petty or something? Like, is he, correct me if I'm wrong, he's the type of like celebrity that should just not be allowed to have a social media. Like, it's like, can you just not? I could be wrong, but like, it could be way worse than I'm thinking. And if it is the case, I apologize. I just, like, from all that I've seen, is it just seems to be like he can't let anything just be. and he's weirdly defensive about like everything. How they handled Wanda Pietro turning the Judicature. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Oh, I am with you 100%. I think I'll phrase it this way. I think Elizabeth Olsen did a fantastic job with what she was given. I think that she makes a really interesting character. I deeply dislike Wanda as a like in universe wise. I am deeply against Wanda and her gold. Because of how they set them up. I'm like, okay, I guess we just gloss over the fact they willingly worked with like Hydra. Like, what do you mean? Like, oh my god. I mean, but then again, the MCU's always had a problem of like wanting to have its cake and eat it too. And by that I mean like, oh well, we're gonna introduce these accords, and 117 nations have ratified them already and are like in favor of this. I'm Captain America and I just decide no. What do you mean? What do you mean? That's the least democratic thing you could do. What are you saying? Honestly though, it's so America coded, isn't it? What's that? Every other country on Earth said that water is a human right? No. We disagree. Why? Well, you see, there's this nifty old donor called Nestle. Oh my. Yo, magician! How do? Good God. Marvel character is truly butchered her. Yeah, oh, absolutely. Absolutely they did. It's such like, I don't know, because they have a real problem of like, they wanted to tackle a lot of like really adult things, but never let it breathe in the way they needed to for that to happen. You know what I mean? Like the Accords, like, or like the, I mean, in fairness, I guess a lot of that's also set up by Joss Whedon, not just the Russo brothers, but I'm just not a big fan of the Russo brothers. Mac and Blank is like a 1999. I think the thing with Captain America was he saw what happened with Bucky being used as Hydra puppet and didn't want happen to everyone else with the government. No, see, that's the thing. If you read the subtext of that movie, I need to stop myself. I'm sorry. If you read the subtext of that movie, the subtext is Captain America doesn't want to sign a thing that will give oversight while he's chasing down, with Tony Stark's money, the man who killed Tony Stark's parents. The oversight would mean, oh, I have to report that I'm randomly going to these places for this thing that's to look for, but why do I keep going these places? Oh, there's gonna be actual oversight that requires me to report these things? I refuse. It's the best hands are our own. Once Bucky's like Bucky is safe, oh yeah, I'll sign. As soon as Bucky's out again, no, I'm no longer gonna sign. It's purely to use the funding from the man who like is just there because he's rich, and he's like, well, I'm just gonna use the guy's money of my quote-unquote friend that to track down the murderer of his parents and never tell him over the 2 years that I'm aware that happened. 2 years! Never once! Oh, by the way, tell the government the ability to, no, you can't do that. But see, that's like, the thing is, it's not one government. It's not just the American government being like, oh, you can't do that. 117 I don't think I don't think I can convey well enough how like genuinely rare that level of consensus is amongst nations. Like that is like an unfathomable amount of consent of like, yes. Also, like, that's my point, is they're getting into such an adult topic that like the logic of their movies fails to meet the level of stakes they've introduced. You know what I mean? Get the government permission, things could get way worse. Yeah, but there's no guarantee that they're gonna be able to fix all. Like, at the end of the day, that's the same is true for any intervention of any peace group. Just because you're powerful doesn't mean you, like, might does not make right. Just as the US cannot currently just like, unless it is in for an active war, like it does require some level of consent to launch aid missions. Like, there are checks and balances in place for these kinds of things. Anyway, my point is just they introduce a topic that's way too, like, what's the word I'm looking for? The topic of international law is way too complex for how little attention they want to pay for it. So by making it, like, they don't want to pay attention to how complex it is, but by making that the overarching, like, if they had just made it the American government trying to do this to them, that's different already. Like, that's a different story. But by making it like, oh no, we just, I random man from 1930 something, just have decided me personally that me no want people telling me what to do. Like, I genuinely can't understand a way that's like defensible, that's not just the most full of yourself that you could be, like the most hubris that any man could ever have. Like, to be fully to yourself, like, I'm right and I can't be wrong. Like, there's lots of experts in the world, dude. Like, but anyway, like I said, I didn't want to get on this talk because I could talk to this for hours. But in any event, what's more important is that Oliver, why did you build such an, like, what is the factory for? You didn't even tell me what it's for, dude. You just made like a sick fact. Like, does it make things? Is it just there for like the view? Do I have green here? Oh, I do. Okay. Do I have glass? I do. And that up there, there. And that around, and like that. Perfect. Just as it was always meant to be. It's just a factory. I think we might put some farms in it. You were bored? Oh my god. I was bored, so decided time to go on my Victorian England arc and build a massive brick factory. Oh, that's iconic. That's great. That's stupendous. Oh my god. Oh man. One thing that I am interested though in is speaking of movies, I guess in general, I'm interested to see if the Minecraft movie will happen. I was talking about that with people today as well, and like, I don't know, man. Like, I think it needs to, like, the current director attached is the same director as like those movies like Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre, which suddenly makes the casting make a lot more sense of Jennifer Coolidge and Jack Black. But like, this time, right? Well, see, that's the thing. I feel like it came back out of development hell because with the success of Mario, I think you saw studios be like, right, what properties do we have the rights to? Like, what can we make that's a video game movie? And someone went, oh, well, we still have the rights to the Minecraft movie. And they said, let's do that one. Because it's not like anything changed in terms of like no one is currently clamoring for the Minecraft movie. You know what I mean? I don't think anybody's out here like, man, if only they would make a movie out of this. Live action as well. See, they say that, but I don't know if it's gonna be that way or if it's gonna be like you get transported into a game or what. Like, the trouble is they need to kind of do what the Lego movie did without doing what the Lego movie did, because they don't want to be compared to Lego, because Minecraft's always been compared to Lego and that's just not good. Like, what the Lego movie did was it literally just made a movie that makes sense for like Lego. You know what I mean? Like what's the big evil of Lego? Well, Lego is something that spawns creativity, and you can always build and rebuild and build anything you want. So what's the worst thing possible? Glue. It's glue. It's some evil guy using glue and permanently sealing the Lego. That makes so much. That's such a genius script idea. Like, my God. Like, listen, for every ounce of creativity I could ever have, never in my life do I think I could have written the Lego script. Like, once you read it, it sounds so obvious. I don't think I could have ever thought that up. I really don't. Like, that's such a quick idea. You know what I mean? Like, such a clever idea. I'm clamoring. I'm thinking like Jumanji. But see, that's the thing, is because it's Jack Black, I don't think they want the comparison to Jumanji so much, because additionally, they can't do like, oh, the server was hacked and they gotta save the server, because like, you don't want to show a whole bunch of parents the idea that Minecraft's unsafe and could be hacked. You don't want that. And I know that might sound silly, but that is genuinely something an advertiser would take into account for impact, because it genuinely could impact them. But yeah, like, I don't know. I wonder what they'll do with it. There's so many options. I wonder if it'll be that, like, I wonder if it'll have servers, you know what I mean? Like, I wonder if it'll be like, oh, your character, like me, I can log out of this, you know, like I can log out of this. I wonder if it'll be the idea that like every character has their own world, but then they meet at like the games. If they meet at like I don't know, like an MCC Island type thing, or like they meet at Hypixel or whatever. Like, I wonder if it will touch on the idea, because multiplayer is such like an important facet to Minecraft. But that'd also be interesting if it was like fame and glory is what, like if they go real what movie was that? It was a book first. Ready Player One, that's what I'm thinking of. Like, they could go real Ready Player One with it. They could go real like oh, you server hop, or it could be real like Indiana Jones, like oh, Steve discovers legends of old and wants to uncover and free the end, and that's gonna be the point, is freeing the end. I don't know. Barbie was very much Greta Gerwig's like, oh, absolutely. Same with the Barbie. Like, how do you do a Barbie movie? I'm sure somebody originally thought the pitch would be like, oh, I guess you got to use Space Barbie. That's the only one that works. But no, they actually like, it's such a creative idea. Like, you know what I mean? It's taking a product that it's like, how do you do that? And really, it sounds simple, obviously, but it's like, you got to figure out what is a good story before you could, like, it's not but it can't just be a good story. You know what I mean? Like, it's got to be a good story, but not just a good story, if that makes sense. Because if it was the Lego movie, but Lego wasn't that important to the movie, then why has it got anything to do with Lego? If it's the Barbie movie and Barbie's not really like an important part of it, like it could be any character kind of thing, like it doesn't have to be Barbie, then that's not important. Like, Barbie and the brand of Barbie is used expertly in Greta Gerwig's movie. Like, she's such a genius, dude. I love her work. I really do. But like her way of tackling the concept of Barbie uses and utilizes Barbie as a character and a brand so expertly that it makes sense. And it's like, of course that would be the Barbie movie. But it's just one of those things that, like, until somebody comes up with it, nobody will think it. You know what I mean? I'm wondering if they're canonically adding here, but that's the thing, they could go for that, or I mean, they could just use the script for Legends because nobody played it. But like, there's so many routes. Do you think they'd go the free route? Well, see, that's the thing, is like the same issue with like doing servers is like, then you get into Ralph Breaks the Internet territory. You know what I mean? Like, and you don't want to be seen as a ripoff. You really don't. More political, real world spin to Barbie, but the plot points are very, yeah. It's like, and it feels similar, I think, just in the way of like, it's the quintessential movie that speaks to its brand in the way that brand would, like, that it makes sense to speak to that brand. the way the Lego movie makes sense, because what's the biggest issue of Lego is glue. What's the biggest issue of Barbie is like perception and this idea of lack of perfection of what we're like which is a gross oversimplification of what the Barbie movie does tackle, but you know what I mean. Like, it goes into feminist discourse in that way, but a lot of it is exploring it from the root cause. Is like, you know, her feet fall flat, and happiness and fulfillment in life and stuff like that. I like the do you think the biggest problem with Barbie is men? I don't think that was the message of the movie. I mean, correct me if you think I'm wrong, but I don't think that was what Greta Gerwig was going for. The way that she's talked about it being like, she wanted it to be as much not as much, but like a movie that can speak to male discourse similarly to how it can speak to women's discourse, but the discourse that it's speaking to is that, you know, men need to learn to not be so toxically masculine. Like the harm the patriarchy can cause both groups. Obviously, it harms one worse than the other. It harms women far worse, but it's still it's toxicity to both, and it will take both to fully surmount it in that way. Other film though, but not for the reason you think. Ooh, interesting. Why do you think it's the fatal flaw? Do you think it's just that, like, is it that you I wonder if I could beat you off the past. Is it because that there's a chance that the awards season will give things to Ken, and that just literally undercuts the entire point of the movie, where you get a dude getting the most accreditation for a movie that's about men, often like just getting the accreditation where it should be women getting it? Absolutely bonkers, dude. Absolutely bonkers. I do think I love though is and just because I saw it with this caption was it was clear that he was just surprised that like he was called and not literally anybody else involved with the movie. That like I'm Just Ken won I think it was what, Critics' Choice Award. But what I think is funny, I saw a caption on it, it was like, oh man, that face is not just that face is Ryan Gosling realizing he's gonna have to perform I'm Just Ken at the Oscars. Because he probably will. I mean, like, obviously Billie will also perform her song, but like if he gets nominated, he'll have to perform his song, and that's so funny to me, just like as an idea. Greta contributed to it unintentionally with how Ken is portrayed. Interesting. How so? I think I follow you. I just like elaborate on what you mean for the contribution that you think that, like, how do you feel that or I shouldn't say that. How do you view what Ken was framed as is impacting the movie in that way? Do you think she just wrote too good of a character? That was so funny. It was horrified. Wait, so, yeah. His face was horrified. He was like, "What? Like, huh?" And I'm like, man, that guy. That's a man who's realizing he's gonna have to perform at the Oscars. Well, Tyler, but funny, haha. You see, because he's just Ken and haha, you know. I hate the Oscar awards season because it's another yearly reminder that horror movies will never be taken seriously the same way animated movies aren't taken seriously. I think it's changing. Like, you gotta be, I mean, a horror movie won Best Picture, what, 4 years ago now, I guess? Is that when did Parasite come out? Was that 2019? I think it was the 2019 Oscars, technically done in 2020. So, like, it is changing. It's just, yeah, genre films are often snubbed. It is a problem, but I would say that you are seeing some change. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Toodles. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye, Oliver. Hope you have a good rest of your week, dude. Hope it is big bug. Best of luck in figuring out what you're gonna put in that factory, King. Oh my god. I would not consider Parasite horror. It's a best drama thriller. I mean, the creator of it considers it a horror movie, so like, I don't know. I take his word for it. Like, don't get me wrong, it's horror that leans more into psychological thriller, but I think it still counts horror. It's just not like slasher horror, you know what I mean, or monster horror. Do I have no extra glass up here? I'll procrastinate and make another factory? Brother, come on, you gotta put something in it. At least like at least like an iron farm or something. I think the film centers Ken more than it intends to by making him the core entertainment of the film. Ah, I see what you mean. He gets 9-minute song and dance number where Barbie does not. Barbie's jokes are more cerebral and intelligent, where Ken's are more universal and audience friendly. Regardless of the film's message, all of the film's most memorable scenes belong to and hinge on Ken. I agree with you. I do. I think sorry, I was thinking through the scenes. I think I agree with you. I think I would change it to you used all, right? Yeah. I think I would change your word all to most is just the one thing, because there are a number of sequences that I can think of that don't involve that like come to mind. Even like, for instance, the flat footing. Like, you know what I mean? Like that, or Weird Barbie, like the sequences like that. I think the speech by, I'm forgetting the actress's name, but the mom, like her speech, I think that's another memorable part. Like, I understand what you mean. Or even in terms of like fun sequences, like Barbie escaping Mattel is another one that was just like a fun sequence that I think is quite memorable. But I do agree with you. I agree with your sentiment. I just think instead of all, I would switch to most. America Ferrera, that's what it is. That's her name. I love the fastest joke in the movie. I think, for me personally, I think it's literally the most detracting element to the whole movie, but that's a whole separate issue. I genuinely do, but that's for reasons that I believe it has become the new, like, you know how words, like people learn words, or words that have existed for a while enter the common vernacular. Listen here, MJ. You know what? Okay, you know what, pal? Oh my god. Do I have no stand? I have no stand prep. I mean, this is probably enough. Good bit. It's a good amount. I just thought I had some more glass. I guess not. The film, let's say 5 key memorable moments. I would be 4 Ken scenes and the mother's speech about womanhood. Sorry, I'm literally just thinking. I didn't mean to go silent. I'm thinking on it. Because like, again, I think I agree with you. I think I'm probably just like, in fairness, it might be a blind spot of my own. Like, I am a dude, so it's like, but like, I think for me, I would change, like, I would be like down 1 peg from where you are, in the sense that I agree with the sentiment. I don't know if I feel if it's as extreme as you say, but that very easily could be my own biases, which I have. It's not like everyone has bias. I know I have bias, so it very easily could be that I'm just what's the word I'm looking for? Blind to the idea that like that is the case. So, you know, I will defer to your opinion on it. Like, I agree with you. The no black, really, and no sand either. No sand. Oh no, there is sand. Okay, perfect. No, sorry, I was like, I know I had sand at least. No, yeah, I think I do agree with you. At the very least, I agree with you. I just may be slightly less, slightly down a peg on it, but no, yeah, I think you are right. I think it is the I think due to the lack of how do I put it? Not in a negative like snobby way, but I think due to the lack of critical analysis a movie that gets that much blockbuster-esque attention gets, that you are correct that ultimately speaking that does detract from the movie. I think on its own, like in a vacuum, I don't think it detracts from the movie, but I think you're correct in the sense that because it is such a popularized thing, and the social media-esque element of Ken took off, that it becomes more of an issue than it would be outside of the public. You know what I mean? Confirming what I suspected. I mean, that's the thing. I would say that, I mean, in fairness to that, I would say that the only award that has currently happened with, to my knowledge, I could be proven wrong here, is the Critics' Choice Awards, which, while yes, illustrious, are hardly like that's a step down from Golden Globe, and a Golden Globe is also still not in like Oscar territory. You know what I mean? Like the awards are of different levels of importance. They're not all created equal. So I would say I would have to wait and see what happens with the Oscars to solidify my opinion one way or the other. But I can understand why you would like take that position. You know what I mean? All the movies. The host of the Golden Globes is an absolute idiot. I'm not talking about the host. I'm talking about who won those Golden Globes, which is different. Again, like you gotta who won versus what like a bad job a host did is very different. But I think it is fair to comment on that. It is fair to bring up that I kind of blocked out that guy existed. I don't really watch the Golden Globes. I watch the acceptance speeches. We'll know who won. I go, good for them. Like that's it. So I don't really know much about the actual speech by that guy. Award season plus film discourse on social media, like Ken was all Twitter could talk about the summer. Okay, yeah, that's totally fair. That's totally fair. Yeah, the Knuff sweater, the marketing around that. I mean, arguably, you could write a really interesting, be it video essay or anything, like a really interesting exploration into the impact on patriarchal capitalistic. What's the word I'm looking for? Patriarchal capitalistic intent on money, and that's impact on the creative vision of Barbie. You know what I mean? Because those things are obviously at odds. Like at the end of the day, I bet you go look at the board of producers that helped make that thing, that helped make Barbie happen. You're not gonna find a diverse group of people. Like, you know what I mean? So like, I think you could get a very interesting exploration into stuff like that out of how those two things are so at odds. You know what I mean? Whether or not they have to be at odds is a separate secondary question, but they clearly are. Don't you rattle your bones at me. But yeah, I am hopeful. I'm hopeful for the Oscar awards to go better, but we'll see. Because you're right, I agree with you in the same way, but it's also in the same way that like, I mean, well, no, it's actually quite different. What I was gonna say is actually quite different from what I was gonna say. What I was gonna say is like currently, the two frontrunners I would say for leading actor is Cillian Murphy and Paul Giamatti. And I think it'll probably go to Paul Giamatti. I think I want it to go to either, but I think I wanted to go more to Cillian just because I liked his performance a bit more. But I think Paul Giamatti is more deserving of it, and Cillian Murphy will have more likelihood of getting another nomination. You know what I mean? But to that end, I don't think that, for instance, like, it would be insane. It would be bonkers, I think, for Ryan Gosling to win in like supporting role. You know what I mean? In a support, he's supporting. He's not a main actor. We don't even know if he's nominated. In fairness, like the Oscar nominations have not come out yet. But if he was anything, he would be a supporting role. Because that's also what he's billed as. Like he is billed as supporting actor. Even though he is technically co-star, but he's billed as a supporting actor in that movie. Same with I would be like the issue that also comes up, like Margot Robbie might lose out the Oscar here, but and you know, you can let me know if you feel differently. She might lose out the Oscar here, but I don't think I would be mad if she did, if that makes sense, because she would be losing likely to oh god, what's her name from The Color Purple, which is like her performance was amazing in The Color Purple. But I do wonder what impacts that will have in terms of people's perception. You know what I mean? I'm late for the campaign. No worries, Dragon Court. Dude, what's up, man? As much as I enjoyed Barbie, it's a far cry from Margot's best performance. Yeah, and that's the thing, is like I think like it's the same way that I think in general where I was like, where's my crafting table? Like I think in general the biggest snub that could happen would be Barbie not being nominated for Best Picture, but I don't foresee it winning Best Picture, if that makes sense, even if it was nominated. But I guess, like, it's not, I guess it's something that I could see winning, which for me is the cutoff. I think if I can't picture something winning, I don't think it ought to be nominated. That's kind of my thing for that. But I gotta go enjoy the rest of the stream. Bye, Tyler. Have a good rest of your night, dude. Sleep well. But yeah, just because like I think it would be crazy. It would be bonkers for it not to be. Danielle Brooks, yes, I think so. No, I think it's Danielle Brooks. That sounds right. No, Fantasia Barrino is who I'm thinking of. Though Danielle Brooks is in that movie and would, I think her nomination would have to be for supporting, I believe. Unless I'm confusing the actresses' names. Like, I could be. Napster will cheer you up. Yo, well, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. But yeah, hopefully. At the very least, Monday's behind you now, King. And all that's left to do is go up, up, up. The most praised from the movie. Oh yeah, they did fantastic. They just, I believe they would technically have to be nominated for supporting, which I think they have on lock. I can't think of anybody who did as well as them. But I mean, I honestly, that's the thing. I really do. My guess, and I could be wrong on this, but my guess is you'll see a lot of Oppenheimer sweep. Which, like, at the end of the day, don't get me wrong, like, I get. I also quite liked Oppenheimer, so it's not like I'm opposed to it, but because I did think it was a good movie. But it's like I said when I first saw it, it's like I like Oppenheimer. I think Oppenheimer is like a good movie in the sense that it's like really well made. I still wanted to see Barbie more times though. Like Barbie, I think has more rewatchability that's not about like analyzing it as a movie. You know what I mean? Like not about like, oh, I want to watch this because I want to really watch like Robert Downey Jr.'s performance or something like that. You know what I mean? Like she plays Celia on Broadway. Yes, exactly. And so that's the thing. Like I think I actually think this might be her EGOT. I could be wrong. I feel one of them's technically up for an EGOT. Not that that guarantees anything. What's his name was up for an EGOT and he lost. Lin-Manuel Miranda. Or I guess technically he would be one of 3 PGOT winners if he won an Oscar, which he probably will at some point, because it'll be an Oscar probably for soundtrack or something like that. But yeah, because he has an Emmy, has a Grammy, has a Tony, has a Pulitzer. I think there's only 2 other people who have that with an Oscar. But man, in fairness as well, I will say I think one of the I don't want to say worse, because that's not what it is. I don't know how to describe this, but the Barbie movie gained some critique, I think unfairly, by groups that are ultimately good groups, in the sense that like there's like Women's Liberation Front and stuff like that. Like there's deeply like feminist groups that they took problem with the Barbie movie, I think because they felt it didn't go far enough, which fair, like don't get me wrong, a lot of Barbie's messaging is very for lack of a better word, surface level in turn, like if you're well read in the subject. But I think what those groups fail to realize is there's still so much like work left to be done. Like there's still so many groups in society that like that's news to them. You know what I mean? Like, so I think they harm the cause more by downplaying the importance of baby steps, because that's how culture changes. You know what I mean? And you might feel differently, and that if that's the case, that's perfectly valid. I just think it to downplay it just because it's not like the most extreme thing ever ignores the fact that it's now Warner Brothers' highest earning movie of all time. Like the bigger than the Harry Potter movies is now the movie about like that explores those themes. Like that's a big shift. That's important. I think Elton John is the most recent EGOT inductee, unrelated, just off the top. No, that's totally related, dude. Man, what a guy. But yeah, it's like, oh man, I think, what did he get an Oscar for? Oh wait, did he get an Oscar for Rocket Man? That'd be so funny. That'd be so funny if he got an Oscar for Rocket Man. Oh, right, I got an Oscar. Oh, what'd you get it for? Oh, I made something about my life. Don't they normally wait for you to be dead for that to happen, Elton? Nope. Nope, I told him to just do it now. Okay, but doesn't that kind of potentially taint the vision of the... Nope. Oh my god. Oh man. Anyway, in other news though, I am very excited for this upcoming Friday world building stream for like a number of reasons, but not the least of which is purely just that like I really do love doing the world building. It's just really fun, you know? Like it's just an enjoyable time because you guys get to interact with a lot of like creative thought process, and like your own ideas get built into it. So I'm really thrilled with how it's coming along. Oh, speaking of how thrilled with how it's coming along, like that, just like from this distance, like looking over that, I like the lineup of that. I like how the towers look, man. And as it goes around there, oh, it looks good. It looks good. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people critiquing the womanhood speech for not feeling earned based on what it lines up in the movie, as well as describing an experience that the Barbies have never gone through. However, I think the reaction that's seen got out of young girls around the world over made it worth overlooking. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think that yeah, it's way more important that was said for the audience than it is for the, like, quote-unquote diegetic world, if you want to get into film terms. Like, and that's kind of the importance of stuff like that. It's the same way there's elements of that in Little Women as well, like, which is Greta Gerwig's another movie by Greta Gerwig, where it's like sometimes a movie needs to sacrifice the sanctity of its in story workings for the sake of what the audience. Like, for instance, it's like a totally different scenario of this, but for instance, there's one sequence in like the Ocean's 11 movie that is the only sequence where, like, if you it makes the whole thing be like, wait, that doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense anymore. But just ignore it, because who cares? It doesn't really affect the movie. Like the world of the movie, I mean. You know what I mean? About my life expecting me to be dead before it comes out. Oh my god. MJ. I've said it before, Little Women's too soiled, but oh, what, you don't like Uggs? Come on, who doesn't like a nice pair of 19th century Uggs, you know? Would it change it if the Uggs were on Timothy the Chalamet Bolognese? I was gonna do it. I didn't know what to call. I wanted to just not say his real name, and I couldn't come up with a fake name. Timothy Bolognese. Oh my god! I can't believe they wore Uggs. That's so funny. The costume who worked on Barbie. I mean, do you think they redeemed themselves then with Barbie? Maybe they're just not good at historical dress, you know? Unreal. Oh my god. Absolutely bazonkers. Man. Movies are crazy, dude. I love them. I really do. I'm hopeful that like we'll see some good come out of this Oscar season or whatever. I don't know how it'll go. Award seasons are weird. I don't know. They're like important but not, because like it's all paid for. You know what I mean? Like it's all bought and paid for. That part's true to an extent. There is an element that is voting for what you actually like, but like you're also getting taken out to like really expensive dinners by people to be like, yes, you should consider us, yes. But yeah. Actually, wait, I wonder. No, there's nothing that would be Lin-Manuel Miranda for this year, right? Because I don't think Little Mermaid's getting anything. I don't think Lin-Manuel Miranda's. I don't think Little Mermaid's getting any Oscar nominations. Actually, wait, maybe for design, costume, maybe. I mean, Jacqueline Duran's work, costume design, is historically hit or miss. It's just unbelievable. She's responsible for some of the best and worst costumes in film history. Did she do Cats? And even if she did, I wouldn't blame her. That's Tom Hooper. That's his fault. That's all Tom Hooper's fault. You know what? I don't care what MJ says. I think we're gonna finish this before. There's only four more rows. I think we'll finish this wall of chests before the end of January. Who also did Les Mis movie? What a dangerous movie that was. I literally didn't even say anything. You did! You did earlier. You said, Nap, you say a lot of things. What do you mean? You said it earlier. You were like, Nap, you say a lot of things. Excuse me, you say a lot of things, actually. Come on, Drag, come on! Why? At 2, Dragon. At 2. Unbelievable. Not calling you out of the way with this. You distinctly did. You literally said, Nap, you say a lot of things. That was this stream. What do you mean? You and Tyler both said it. Back to back. What do you mean? Nuh-uh. What you mean, nuh-uh? I also need to finish this at some point. I liked the way the roof was going, and then I didn't, and then I was like, oh. And now I'm like, oh, I don't know why I want to do the roof now. Cause like I like the general shell of it. I'm terrible at roofs, dude. I really am. I'm so bad at them. Cause I think it'll be like stack, like a rollback roof, and then a curved roof there. That's what I think I want, and I'll put some smokestacks on top. But I don't know. Maybe I needed to have it hang a bit more over the edge. Maybe I just need to bring the copper over the edge. I don't know. That's usually what happens. By the way. A lot of these builds, like some of it's just I want to keep things interesting, but also sometimes I just get like stuck, and then I don't want to like. I feel like it's bad streaming for me to just be like. All right, maybe if I. Like it's just, I'll need to be quiet and think about it, and I'm like, well, that's bad content. That's like, well, that's not interesting to watch. Oh, the jigs thing was about a different thing in the warehouse. You say double tables thing. It's so easy to. No, that was not what happened. Don't you try to gaslight me. Don't you try to gaslight me in this moment. It helps, I think everyone but like the people are Hermitcraft, they're bad at roofing. Based. Oh, that's another thing. Sometimes I'll look at what the Hermitcraft people do and I'm like, oh man. Oh man. I burst out laughing when Tyler said that, like, I know your secret. I was like, you think they're asking me? Brother, I don't think so, pal. They'll be like, okay, how many builds have you finished? And I'm like, huh? I'm currently trying to beat God of War Ragnarok, by the way, because I never finished. I have a long and complex history of not finishing media, but God of War difficulty is taking it out of me. Oh, you found it. Oh, you find it difficult. Oh, couldn't be me. Oh, me. Oh, I'm just really good with combat. Just I see. Difficult. Oh, you have difficulty. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for you. Sorry, sweaty. Oh my god. God, I love it here. Nap, are you bullying someone with memory issues? I'm literally gay and a minor. Okay, every Twitter user ever, good God. You actually can't say that to me because, like, oh my god. Listen, oh no, I'm not getting into that. Actually, I'm not getting into that discourse. There's some things that I witnessed like tangentially through, because you know the Minecraft space of Twitter, that I change, and you know I watched Philza, and Philza was on a specific server at a point, and you know, and so was another YouTuber, the you know, rest his soul, Technoblade. Was on that server as well, and you know there was people who had opinions that seemingly were all based around just this weird notion of like me, the reminder that can do no wrong. And I was like, what storybooks have you ever read? What storybook? It's like, what storybooks you ever read where that's a defense? What do you mean? Curse of Ra? No, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. That's the greatest bit I've ever seen. Oh my god. tablet through the Twitch chat. Dude said by the power of Raw. Oh, I didn't know Yogi was in the chat. Oh my god. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Just oh, Sekhmet, Soulbeck. Don't care. Didn't ask. Rosetta Stone. Like, brother. Oh my god, that's awesome. Oh, don't care. Didn't ask. Pandora's box. Like, what do you mean? Oh my god, that's so sick. That's awesome. Oh my god, what a good bit. What a bit, man. Oh, the opposite. That took me out. That was an attempt on my life. Good god, dude. Oh my god. The Minecraft Twitter space is filled with idiots and children. Oh my god. Hey, don't say that. I'm on the Minecraft Twitter. Oh my god. They're wacky, I'll tell you that. Seven Ties, funny man is many in morning. Many in morning. God. I don't know why that's funny. Many will mourn him. This is a BBC special report. Yeah, me. Oh, oh my god, I'm loopy, dude. We come live from Buckingham Palace, and then they play the techno music afterwards. Many in mourning. Anyway, this is Wonderwall. Oh. Anyway, this is the Wombats. Oh. Oh my god. If this is a rom-com, kill the director. Oh my god. Why is it raining? Stop that. It's raining again. Why is it raining again? I've been holding out on pulling the Curse of Ra bit for a minute. Dude, that was insane. That's such a crazy like, what a crazy pull. Oh my god. The Curse of Ra. Like, oh, brother, what? What if you did that and I like instantly just like turned into a mummified husk? What if it worked? Like like that's where the comedy takes off to a new like just the yeah, what if it worked though? What if just like I read it and then just like beetles somehow instantly find me like a drone strike and I'm just taken out like that? Oh my god. Oh, I don't know why I'm laughing so much in my passing, but it's fun. Something to water, man. I'm never this funny. No, it's you, dude. It's just you. I don't know what it was. There was something about the way it just said many in morning that just sent me. Oh god, the fellas. Oh, I'm in a good mood. They can live today. They can live. Dude, get you? That's peak. That is peak comedy. Oh my god, that's actually so awesome. Don't care, didn't ask. Like it's the animated visual in my head of just like, wait, what? like devoured by a horde of locusts. Like, that's so funny. That's so unbelievably funny. Oh my god. What a great bit. Oh, I needed that. Oh. It's still getting me. Oh my god. I have a headache now. I laughed too hard. I goyle bushed. Guys, I goyle bushed too hard. I laughed. I go, ha ha. I have to try to top that. I don't think you ever will, dude. I don't think you ever will. That's some prime, like, oh my god, that's primal. That's like a powerful, powerful spell you just unleashed right there. My god. I don't even mean like I just mean like as a comeback. Oh my god. Beetle crawl through the wall. They get the beetle getting no, it comes through like the Kool-Aid man. Like it's one big scarab beetle. And he just starts rolling me away. Like it's just one huge beetle and he's muscular. And it's just oh my god. And like I'm faceless, none of you would ever know. You would just hear beetle hiss noises and then that'd be it. And then I'd be gone. And then thus is the end of the Napoleon the Seventh. It's like that, oh man, yeah. You know what we should do for a stream, chat? You know what we should do for a stream? Let's just one stream. I'll be fully dressed up as the Invisible Man. We'll just read a book together. You know what? We'll just read a book. I'll just sit there. I'm not allowed. I'm not gonna read it to you, but I'm gonna sit there on camera. I'm just gonna flip through a book, and that's the stream. And that's the stream. And see how quickly I fall off. See how quickly everyone leaves. Because I just sit there and read. And I go, Every so often I go, interesting. Oh, no way. But I'll tell you what book in advance so that you have the chance to get it yourself. I have arrived, by the way. Let's go, Ray! Welcome. Oh my god, you've come at a wondrous time. Do you mind? No stand here either. None whatsoever. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of bonkers. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, but I got this. Oh, and I got this. Oh, perfect. That's really what I was after anyway. So that's. No. I know, right? Crazy world. So what do you guys think? We're gonna have this castle built by what? June? You guys think June? June a good call? I think so. Yeah, June. I think we'll have it done by June, and then we'll have the courtyard done up by August. Next week. I don't think I'd be putting out a video this week if that were the case. I think that would have to be put on hold. We'd have to stream a lot more. Oh my god, the streak is claimed. It's so funny. I feel like I could be wrong. MG, do you claim your streaks? Because if not, you just miss out on like a couple 100 points each time, and I find that funny. Because you are here for like all this shit, so it's so funny. You know, I'll give you 2 weeks video. Oh my god. Oh man, I hope I can get that video out this week. I wanted it out last week, man. I want it out in January. How does one even do that? I miss a week every once in a while. I don't think that's what it is. I think the watch streak just pops up like when you join, like if you join a stream multiple times. It's not every time, I don't think. But if you've joined multiple times, it'll prompt you basically. It'll just like have a little prompt like if streak on day 9 out of 10 way back because I missed it, so I had to wait for a while to come back. Next stream is 25 of 25. Let's go! Based. Wait, you missed a stream? What? Couldn't be me. I mean, I guess literally, yeah. I can't miss a stream. I gotta be here. Unless I record the stream entirely in advance. Pretty consecutive. I ain't seen nothing. Are you on mobile or are you on desktop? That might be the pick between the two. Which, by the way, it shocks me. It shocks me how many the percentage that I see for mobile. Like, are all of you on mobile? Like, I don't personally watch Twitch via mobile device. Like, I have it on a computer. But you know, I mean, in fairness, I also just use a desktop a lot. Like, that's where I work. Where I do my when I write papers and stuff like that. When I do write ups stuff like that. So I'm just on one a lot. But desktop here, yeah. It's see, for me, I'm like that just makes sense. But the analytics wise, most people are on mobile. That's crazy to me. I'm like, whoa. Quicker to type on phone. So what you're saying is then you should have it open on 2 devices. Open the stream on 2 devices. Interact with the chat on the phone. I had a friend who did that so that they wouldn't get ads because they were like, yeah, it'll give me ads on one but not the other, and then it'll be they would join the stream on one device at one point and then on another device at another point, so they'd always be able to avoid the ads technically. You wrote brother. That's potent. That's powerful. I don't know if I mean that in a good way. I'm a TV and then on my phone to chat. Ooh. Is it through you cast to a TV, or is it that your TV has an app? That's another thing. I find it so interesting because I'm so I guess set in my way of how I enjoy consume content like Twitch stuff. When I put the stream on my TV, I need to type a chat on my phone. Winning. TV has the Twitch ban. Intriguing. Because I wasn't sure if it was at a console or something. But yeah, I think the only time I've ever used even for YouTube, the only time I've ever used the YouTube mobile app is that I put it on a really old iPad. Actually, I'm not gonna be able to use it soon because I almost wasn't able to use it because YouTube was gotta update, and I was like, oh, okay, and then I was can't update, your iOS is too old, because I got this iPad beaten and used for very little I just got it off eBay or whatever years ago. I think it's a first generation one, dude. It's so old. It's from 2000 and I don't know what would be first generation. 2010, 2007. Anyway, it's a first generation iPad, and so it's the iOS hasn't updated in years on it. So I was and so they're oh, you need iOS 14, and it's on iOS 11. I'm oh no. But for the but yes, so soon I won't be able to do this. But I normally will put YouTube on that, and then put out a speaker, a Bluetooth speaker with it, for whenever I'm cooking. And that's how I consume. I can't just sit down and consume quote unquote podcast material. I don't listen to much podcasts at all, honestly. I mean, there's 2. I mean, if you count Critical Role, there's 2. Otherwise, it's literally just Chuckle Sandwich, and it's literally just Chuckle Sandwich and Critical Role, and so it'll just be on because it's that way something's going. Because otherwise, I don't know. I'll burn I'll cook on high always if I don't, because I'll be this is boring. I just want the cooking to be done. And I know I shouldn't. It's not how I should. You should not cook on high for everything. But if I don't have something that's half distracting me, then I will. Because I'll just want it to go quickly. So that's what I use it for. It's like a little pair of jangly keys. It's a little pair of jangly keys that keep my interest in the cooking. Because I'm like, now I'm being productive. Because I also weirdly just feel very unproductive if I'm cooking, which is like stupid. Because like, you know, I'm making food that like I need to live, but I'm like, I should be doing something else. This is not productive somehow. Like I'm like, it seems pretty productive, but alas, brain go burr and go, nope, you're wasting time. And I go, But then if I'm doing two things, I'm like, well, now I'm not really, because I'm doing two things at once. So. I usually set up a stream on my iPad, but if I'm playing MC or something, I'll type on my phone. Ooh, so double mobile. Yeah. The comparable words per minute I could put out on my phone compared to a desktop, I would have been actively shooting myself in the foot if I tried to write my diss on a lap. I like that you call it your diss. Like you absolutely tore into your like professor. You were like, listen here, teach, and then just like went off. Like you distract. Oh. Playing full screen game. My roommate not here, and it's all full screen. I split screen on my desktop. Gotham Post podcast thingy. I found a mock podcast that's what someone think conspiracy theory podcast would be like in the DC. Oh, that's so good. Wait, that's so sick. That's such an interesting idea. Bruce Wayne is Superman. Robin, demon boy. It's based. I don't like watching stream on my iPad because it's hard to type on it. That makes sense. Well, you know what? Honestly, all in all, we're in a really good place with the greenhouse. I'll need to do some more with some sea cucumbers to be able to get some more green, but I'm liking it. This is obviously very rough. I mean, I don't even have the full trim kind of thing all the way around it. It needs some fence posting. I'll need to get more warped wood, but still, as like the base sides, and this front bit's gonna go up, and then like as one more cube on top of that, and then a dome roof, if that makes sense. My hope is, because another reason I'll need a lot of copper is I'll probably build it normal for the first time, but then I'll have to come back and rechange it, because I definitely will want the copper grate that they're adding in for 1.21. I definitely will want that for like the flooring on like upper levels for that building. I wonder, I don't know if they've confirmed this or not. I hope they add a slab version of it. I doubt they will, but I really want a slab, like a half slab of copper grate, just so that it can be like very thin. Cause that's perfect. Like a thin copper grating, that's a great floor, like for like a tiered, like very industrial looking setting. You know what I mean? But no shot. You know what would be crazy? They've added the automatic crafter. What if the thing they've been hiding is like a way to cut brick vertically? They never will. They won't. They refuse. But what if they did? It's quite confrontational. What happened? I have so much to say during stream, and all is really polite now. You've seen a lot of things, Nap. Silver vertical slaps. Yeah, but I feel like they're just never going to. I feel like at this point, it's probably like an internal thing where they're like, no, we don't want to. And like, I don't know, maybe for all I know, maybe it breaks some old spaghetti code. Maybe it would like, if they added that, your world tears in half. I don't know. But anyway, chatters, thanks so much for coming on stream. I really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. It's been an enjoyable time. We laughed, we cried, we talked about movies. Good times. Let's settle for walls. The end is like wall based. But anyway, chatters, the overall running, the all Friday. I was gonna say Friday, we're back with a world building stream. So bring your thinking caps. I'll see you next time, chatters. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your week. I hope it is Big Pog, and I'll see you